Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. We back with another one of them things. We appreciate all y'all, man. We got ourselves a hell of a topic tonight involving two juggernauts in their own right. Well, anytime we discussing LaVar Ball, anytime we discussing Michael Jordan, obviously is big business. You know, it's a lot of things transpiring with the big baller brand. I definitely want to highlight that tonight. All the various things that LaVar Ball is getting himself into. Also, we have breaking news on the Michael Jordan situation. And I want to tell y'all numerous reasons why I did not cover it at first. You know, when I initially heard this, come on, let's keep it 100. This news has been lingering for a few days now. But it's just a crazy situation. Nonetheless, I want to thank all y'all for tuning in with me this Sunday night. Appreciate all y'all for the chat. I see all y'all rolling in at an alarming rate. We appreciate y'all. Shout out Rap God. Shout out Basil. Salute to all y'all that's in the building tonight, man. Well, let's just get started, man. The big baller brand, you know, LaVar Ball is currently doing the big baller verse in Sydney, Australia. You know, this is a thing that's stretching out for a couple of days. Obviously, LaVar Ball flew out there in hopes to, you know, grow basketball globally alongside growing big baller brand globally, because there's so many basketball events that LaVar Ball has got himself into down there in Sydney, Australia, along with big baller brand pop-up shops. But I want to tell y'all that there's so many other spectacular things that LaVar Ball is doing out there in Australia that I think may be going over a lot of people's heads. One of them, in short, is a lot of free things. LaVar Ball and the Big Baller Verse has launched some spectacular events. They're giving out free haircuts. They're doing free braids. They also have a celebrity shoot for charity. They have King of the Court events. Obviously, a lot of LaVar Ball meet and greets. They have prize giveaways, food trucks. There's so many things that they're doing in Australia that I don't want nobody to forget. Also, LaVar Ball is, like I said, the training camps that he's doing with the youth out there in Sydney. All of this is taking place right now as we speak. Tomorrow, they have a big-time event on the 20th where they're going to do a basketball camp with LaVar Ball. LaVar Ball will be covering this whole entire basketball camp, ladies and gentlemen. And this is all for the youth of Sydney, Australia. You know, so glad, yeah, I appreciate it. Shout out BMR. You already know what it is. We just getting started too. But back to what I'm saying, LaVar Ball is doing all of this. Like, not only, and I want to highlight this because a lot of people is going to look at LaVar Ball is in Australia growing big baller brand. Obviously, yes. But I don't want nobody to forget the growing basketball globally as well. Like I stated, they have juniors, seniors. Mind you, you got ages from 10 years down to 13 years, and that's the juniors. Also, they doing seniors also, so you could be a little bit older and still receive this training. You're 14 years to 22 years old. So they have all of these stations that LaVar Ball and Big Baller Brand is covering. You have one station, what is the LaVar Ball station, and which focuses on dynamics and decision making on the basketball floor. So that's one station. You already know this is the Big Baller Verse, Big Baller Brand. They're going to make sure that they have all of them covered. So you obviously have Alonzo Station, a LaMelo Station, and a LiAngelo Ball Station, ladies and gentlemen. The Lonzo Station is for creative passing. So that's a whole station for the juniors and the seniors to receive to add to their game, right? They have the LaMelo Ball Station, and that works on handles. Everybody knows LaMelo Ball, his handles, and it's just so dynamic, homage must be paid. So that's one station. And then you got the LiAngelo Ball Station, which covers shooting mechanics and footwork. And we all know LiAngelo Ball, he specializes in his shooting mechanics, and we can get all into that as the show progresses with all of the members of the Big Baller brand. Obviously, the Big Baller boys, they doing their thing. Lonzo, LaMelo, and LiAngelo in their own right. We get into some things as well in regarding those three as the night wanes, right? So I think that's a very spectacular thing. LaVar Ball and everybody, mostly everybody representing Big Baller brand touchdown in Australia, and it sent various shockwaves. We can't forget that Lonzo Ball, LaMelo, and LiAngelo, and LaVar Ball, Big Baller brand, that stretch outside of the United States. For anybody been living under a rock, because we got a lot of people just now kind of getting in tune to what's going on. The Big Baller brand, obviously with the JBA, numerous world tours that took place, and LaVar Ball has a serious outreach outside of the U.S. stretching out to Australia, correct? So this is just a shoo-in, in my humble opinion. Shout out Theo and everybody in the panel. Everybody in the chat. Shout out at all y'all, Malaya, everybody. Peace and love to you all. So don't underestimate the outreach that LaVar Ball and Big Baller brand has outside of the U.S. That's all I want to let people know. And like I said, this shows the longevity of the brand and how long it's going to be around for years to come. Because it's stretching outside of the U.S. You have pop-up shops, obviously, in the United States. But then when you take it globally, don't be surprised if you get later on down the line, you get some stores, in Sydney, Australia. I could already imagine that Big Baller brand, they're working on a store in the California area. I just think the Chino Hills, Cali area, that's like almost headquarters when you're discussing Big Baller brand. I honestly feel you got the warehouse, everything there. It'll be a shoo-in to get the store popping. They have a lot of things going on in California with the motor helmets. Also, that's stretching with Big Baller brand racing. That's another line in the whole entire Big Baller brand. For people that's looking to get into that, definitely link up with Big Baller brand racing on Instagram.com. But back to the Big Baller verse that's taking place in Sydney, Australia. I just think that the media coverage should be highlighting this a little bit more than what's going on. I don't feel like it's receiving the attention that it needs to receive, that LaVar Ball is currently in Australia growing basketball globally. I feel like the NBA needed to get involved in this. I would like to see Mr. Jalen Rose, all of these guys, the Matt Barnes of the world, these guys that love to do a lot of talking. I would love for them to start sharing things like this when it's taking place, or get behind LaVar Ball and assist him while he's out in Australia growing the game globally. That would have been something. Seriously, this is all jokes aside. But there's no doubt in my mind that when after LaVar Ball leaves, because you got to remember, he was just in Paris. Big Baller brand just did an event in Paris not too long ago. That was when the Bulls was out there, and now they out in Sydney, Australia. What's next? Obviously, LaVar Ball has global intentions. Stevie Wonder could see the intentions that LaVar Ball has when you stretch it from all these different businesses to rims, to tires, to motor helmets, to merchandise, to women's lines, to kids lines. It's so many. If you really take a serious look at the Big Baller brand website, you'll see that they have merchandise stretching from all different types of people could be a part of it. Like I said, it could wear it and represent this brand, whether you're a toddler to an infant to a young lady, a woman, a young man, the list goes on. So Big Baller brand has a lot of different things that everybody can get involved in. And that's why you see it taking full shape and effect overseas. When they go to Australia, it's a big tidal wave when LaVar Ball touched down in Sydney, as you can see. for anybody that wants to get some more information on what's taking place right now as we speak in Australia, y'all need to go follow the Big Baller Verse on Instagram, because they're documenting every step of the way of what's happening. Like I stated, tomorrow there will be a big time basketball camp hosted by Lavar Ball. So if you want to get some insight on that, and like I said, watch Lavar Ball grow basketball globally. You know, he's been doing this a lot. A lot of people feel like Lavar Ball, when he speaks basketball, you know, is going over people's heads. The man knows what he's talking about. This is why when he discusses basketball, you'll see the world stop and they listen, because the man knows what he's doing. The Rap Guy Reloaded says Australia League actually displays real basketball. You know, I'm not familiar with the Australian leagues, but I do know that, like I said, you definitely see a rise in basketball globally, and they're catching up to what's happening in the U.S. As you can see, some of the stars coming in, even in the All-Star game, you got a lot of international players coming in. Obviously, in the draft, every year you see more and more international players getting drafted higher and higher, and that's a contribution to events like this taking place. Touching bases with the youth at a young age. You got LeVar Ball literally. LeVar Ball is literally touching youth at the age of 12 and like 14, and that's gonna pretty much propel them as they go into their, you know, higher grades and their forms of basketball. And you'll see all of the things that they're working on take shape. So I'm very confident that this Big Baller Verse is going to do wonders for the future of the game globally, especially in Sydney, Australia. Big Baller Brand will continue to do his great works that they're doing. I want to definitely get back to this. You know, shout out Theo. He says, Flight, a lot of talent from Australia. Josh Giddey, Patty Mills, Ben. Yes. Do you think, yeah, that's crazy, man. Shout out BMR. Excuse me. Why you being negative? Oh, yeah, comparing terms of injuries. Okay. Yeah. Salute to all y'all that's in the chat. I see all y'all running rampant. We appreciate y'all. But seriously, all of that is a contribution to the game growing globally. Ben Simmons at a point in time was, you know, a phenom. Whether people believe this or not, I know it's been crazy. But he was coming out of Australia. He went to LSU. But it is what it is. We ain't gonna get on into Ben Simmons. That's a whole nother topic. Michael Jordan, you know, the news that came out. I know a lot of people noticed this news that had happened, that basically Michael Jordan is on his way to possibly moving on from the Charlotte Hornets. And I want to get everybody's thoughts on that, because I know that's got a lot of people's heads spinning. When I heard this news initially, it's almost like I'm not going to believe this until it go down, you know. And I know there's a lot of people that feel this way. Michael Jordan has a true way of getting himself in and out of the reports, you know, making sure that he continues to stay relevant, you know. So when I heard this news happen, it's like I ain't going to believe it until it go down. You know, when he sells, it's similar to the Dolan situation, and you hear other people. I just don't believe it. You know, I just think maybe Michael Jordan used this as a point to get himself back in the news. When he sells the franchise, like I said, I'm gonna get some more insights and some reports on what's happening with the Jordan selling the franchise. But it's crazy when I heard that about the Charlotte Hornets. But this is a good look. But everybody's reporting this, from CBS to the Charlotte Observer, ESPN, that Michael Jordan is in talks to sell majority ownership stake in Charlotte Hornets. But key word, in talks. You know, they didn't say it was done. They didn't. Talks could fall through. You never know. But this is coming from Adrian Wojnarowski. Jordan is considering, do you hear this, ladies and gentlemen? Considering selling his stake to a group led by Hornets minority owner Gabe Plotkin, as well as Atlanta Hawks minority owner Rick Scannell, according to the report. So these are the two people that Michael Jordan is looking to sell the Charlotte Hornets franchise to if something was to go down. Theo says, shout out to Big Baller Dewan if he watching. Yeah, shout out Big Baller Dewan. Shout out all y'all that's in the chat. So hear this, ladies and gentlemen. A sale isn't close. Do you hear this? Do you hear this, ladies and gentlemen? Because a lot of people feel like it's a done deal when we heard this. That's why I said I don't believe these reports until they get done. You know, And this is from Woj, who just said the sale isn't even close. However, if Jordan were to sell his minority stake, he would still remain a minority owner of the franchise. Jordan become the majority owner of then Charlotte Bobcats in 2010. So you got to read these reports real diligently, ladies and gentlemen, when we're thinking of Mr. Michael Jordan. Did you just read these reports that I just stated? He would still remain a minority owner of the franchise. That's crazy. Jordan, like he obviously you see, he became the owner back in 2010 after purchasing the team for $275 million from owner Bob Johnson. Prior to that, Jordan had been a minority investor in the franchise dating back to 2006. So this is the history of Michael Jordan's, ownership up in Charlotte. So it's just a troubling situation. It's really been a nasty ordeal the whole time Michael Jordan has took over up there. It makes absolutely no sense, that Michael Jordan has really just got no success really while he was there. Whether it was failed draft picks, not maximizing the talent that you had, not maximizing the windows, because I think it was opportunities to change fortunes, and not just so much today when we discussing LaMelo Ball. I think it was times when Kemba, was having himself some all-star years that Michael Jordan and the franchise could have capitalized on and made a move here, move there. They did do a little. I think they tried to get Nicholas Batum. They gave out some bad contracts. Stevie Wonder could see that. So, it was a lot of things that Michael Jordan could have done to change, what has took place in the direction of his legacy here. But in this seat that he's sitting in, you make yourself a target. And Michael Jordan always didn't like being a target. He lost a lot of friends, behind being in this cockpit seat. We heard what was going on with Charles Barkley, Barkley and the whole situation. Him and Barkley got into it, and then that ship sailed. Somebody said, take Mitch with him. We're going to get into Mitch Kupchak, because I don't think Mitch is going anywhere. I still, like I said, Michael, I'm going to believe this when it's all said and done. When they say the sale is complete, then I believe it. Until then, Michael Jordan is going to be running up amok in Charlotte, for years to come. And he got Mitch Kupchak right there with him, But poor Mitch Kupchak, because Michael Jordan is controlling the franchise. I think we all need to understand that. It's not a situation where I think Kupchak has full autonomy to do what he needs to do. He may have forgot more basketball than we ever knew, but still, for the Hornets to go out the way they've been going out, and I thought Kupchak coming in was going to be, something different, but clearly they haven't done things on the salary margin, where in terms of getting the requisite parts, and that has to do with ownership. Because at the end of the day, Kupchak, he don't sign the players. He could do that. He can only work with what's budgeted to him. And I don't think the budget is as high as it was in Los Angeles, where he could just go ahead and start wheeling and dealing. I don't think it's like that in Charlotte so much. I think there's a certain window, a certain type of players that they're looking for. They're looking to maximize, guys similar to almost like the Blazers, almost, get guys that's possibly low, with a high upside. You see what the Blazers have done with guys like Reddish, guys like Thibault. They're picking up guys that possibly could, become something in the right situation. And I think that's what's going on with Charlotte. But the problem with Charlotte is when it's time to pay, they just get loose on the people that they have on their roster. And that's going to be very interesting to see what happens to them in the situation in the event of when they got to go down with PJ Washington, because what people don't realize, they got something going on. PJ is going to be looking for a new deal. Miles Bridges, we don't know what's going to happen with that situation with Miles. Whenever the NBA clears that, or what, I think we should hear some news on that possibly this off season. When the season is over, we should hear a latest on Miles. I think they're going to have to cough up some money in the future. Maybe not right away with Miles, but they're going to definitely have to eventually cough something up. And that's where the Charlotte Hornets ownership is going to come into play, because Kupchak, I can't hold Kupchak accountable for all of these things. When it's time to pay players, guys are leaving. I even think when they moved on from some of the things that took place at the trade deadline when they moved. And he was a young player, but I think it was about to be time to pay him. That was McDaniels. I think McDaniels, why couldn't he fit in with the core of this basketball team? And I like what McDaniels was bringing. You know, he was a young, athletic wing player. You know, he could stretch the floor. I mean, he could be feasible for any team in the league. What made you kick him away for basically nothing? You know, I didn't understand that move by the Charlotte Hornets, but it seems to be some sort of cut and cost. You know, and nothing tells me that they're going to pay P.J. Washington. If you ask me, I think P.J. going to walk. I would be shocked if they paid P.J. Washington, especially the amount of money that it may take. And I don't think the Hornets are going to be comfortable paying upwards of $20+ million to keep P.J. Washington around. You know, you got a lot of new TV deals. There's a lot of new money floating around the NBA. You're going to have teams willing to put up $20 million like it ain't nothing. And I don't think Charlotte is that kind of team, especially under the ownership of Michael Jordan. What would new ownership spell for Charlotte? I think it'll spell a whole lot. I think you may be able to give a refreshing situation for free agents, you know, people that may even want to be moved here. You know, Michael Jordan, obviously, people view him as the greatest player of all time. I mean, that could be a debate. I mean, but I just, it's like universally renowned. You know, obviously the GOAT, and it's kind of crazy. I don't know his relationship with today's players, you know, and I don't mean a select few. I mean literally today's players, because why aren't players flocking to get down to Charlotte to get in the ear and the mind of Michael Jordan? You know, you got to think of something like that. You know, clearly it's some sort of disconnect between Michael Jordan and today's players, because they're not getting any meetings. They're not getting anything. And I know they're in Charlotte, but I mean, it's not like they're in Oklahoma City. You know, Charlotte is not far. They're in the East Coast. I mean, you ain't nothing too far away from Atlanta. You know, you about a flight away from New York. You know, it's not too far away from, you know, where things are going on, with all due respect. So they should be a little bit better in the free agent market. Not to say they should be players like a New York or a Los Angeles, but they should be getting some meetings, you know, and nobody comes to Charlotte when guys are asking for trades. Nobody has the Hornets on their list of teams or destinations where they want to go. And I believe Michael Jordan is playing a major role in that teams are not viewing them as valuable landing spots. And I think under new ownership, we've seen it with the Los Angeles Clippers. We've seen it when, I believe, if the New York Knicks moved on from Dolan, which won't happen, because it's very hard to do the owners, because owners have to want to do it themselves. It's not like you can come in here and remove these people. If they got James Dolan out of the seat in New York, I think you start to think about a superstar coming, you know, to New York City. Not some, right now the Knicks are building from within. They just, you know, striking gold with some things that they're doing, and they're getting some dogs and working them and coaching them up. But if Dolan left, the all-stars and superstars will flock to New York. They're not coming to New York due to that. And maybe it's not even so much a Dolan's fault, but when you got propaganda and when you got a lot of people running amok, and that same thing that's taking place with Michael Jordan, propaganda, you know, people not giving, and he's got a lot of that to own up for himself, because like I stated, there was numerous opportunities under Kemba Walker. Even right now with Charlotte, is so many opportunities where he could kind of change the tide, you know, of things, you know, and get this ship steered back on the right track. Boy, oh boy, do the Hornets need that #1 overall pick. And I wonder, is that going to be the marketing ploy? If the Hornets don't get the #1 pick, is that an automatic sale? What if they get the #1 pick? Does that mean, is this, who knows what's going down? Is this a part of the reason? Does Michael have to step away? Because the Hornets must be rewarded. No team needs Mr. Wembanyama more than the Charlotte Hornets. Nobody. You know, and it would be unfortunate if the Hornets can't pick him up, you know, seriously. And if they don't get him, they need to move on from that pick if they have to. Especially if they don't get a top 2 or 3 pick, I think you might want to consider doing something if you can. You know, but everybody's praying that they get Victor Wembanyama. And I think that would change. Let's see what Michael Jordan does about selling the franchise then, because then you got 2 players on your roster. Well, LaMelo, soon you're going to have to pay him. And who knows the comfortability level of that, how he feels about, because you don't know. I mean, seriously, I would love to know how they truly feel about this man, LaMelo Ball, especially when you got maybe a Supermax deal on the table, big time money that they it might cost them maybe 200. Who knows what's going to be the contract for Melo? But they're going to have to pay top dollar. And I think the Hornets organization knows that. And the situation with Miles Bridges coming back, because let me tell you something. If Miles come back next season, Miles is going to have him an all-star run. He's going to come back for all the marbles and all the money that was missing. So I'm going to expect Miles Bridges to leave a trail of devastation next season, and they're going to have to call for money for Miles. So clearly the Hornets under LaMelo, while especially if he's under contract, he's going to continue to propel the Hornets to an alarming rate where they're going to have to make a decision on, salary, because you're going to have to keep players around Melo in order to be competent in this loaded Eastern Conference that's just getting better and better. And that's just clear as cut. That's what's happening. The Charlotte Hornets under LaMelo Ball, they're just going to continue to get better and better. And you're going to have to pay people, starting with a guy like PJ. This is going to be a major decision, especially when you're thinking of Miles possibly coming back. You still need players around these dudes. So, okay, you're going to give PJ $20 million this year. This is maybe what Michael Jordan is thinking. This shit about to get expensive, and there's no backing out of this. It's not like Kemba, where it was a guy who you could kind of just stare him out the back door. You can't really push LaMelo Ball out the back door right now in Charlotte. You're going to have to it's going to have to get nasty and you just trade him, because you're going to just come out and say, we don't believe he's worth this and this. Don't be surprised if it took place. Or, a situation where, Michael Jordan is going to have to cough up all this bread, because like I stated, you got $20 million possibly for PJ, and then you're going to have to pay LaMelo Ball less Supermax coming up. Miles is possibly on his way back. When Miles, before he left, he wanted the max deal, and he didn't sign. They offered him something crazy. He didn't sign. So all of these people are looking for their bread, and who the hell are they looking at? Michael Jordan, and this is the perfect time to get the hell up out of here. And this is what you're starting to see, man. I've been telling people about this with Michael Jordan. James Dolan, like I said, I'm a Knicks fan. Everybody knows that. One thing I give about Dolan don't mess around when it comes to the bread. He gonna pay you. With the issues they have with Dolan, it be like BS. But it ain't about paying no money. When it's time to do something. When it's time to do something, Michael Jordan might say the hell with it. And then before you know it, the whole goddamn franchise down the tube. So it's sad. Hornets won't give Melo a Superman. I think they're gonna have to. I think it'll be an all-out outrage if they didn't. Because the fan base will lose their mind. You're not gonna get a guy like this, like LaMelo Ball. These guys don't just pop up, out of nowhere. And it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. What if they get the second overall pick? If anybody don't know, then the second overall pick is a guy by the name of Scoot Henderson, who is a point guard. People comparing him to a John Morant. He's a high flyer. What do the Hornets do? Because LaMelo Ball is about to become a little pricey, and like I said, there's going to be some sick decisions that's made that's going to make you feel like, what the hell? And Melo something happened with his ankle, which I don't feel is a serious issue. A broken ankle. I don't think that's nothing that we need to think is the end of the world. That's a injury that can be recovered from. Perfect. He'll be 100% ready to go for training camp. So let's see what happens. Melo isn't eligible for Supermax rookie max. Yeah, yes, but that's what I mean. A max contract upwards of a whole lot of goddamn money. And that's where it's going to get very pricey for Michael Jordan, like I stated before. And that's where I believe you're starting to see people trying to get the hell up out of here and not pay no money because it's getting expensive. We got Right the Truth in the building. What's the deal?
It was good, man. I had to get up out the chats, man, because you know what I'm saying. You're saying that the Hornets, they don't have to pay LaMelo anything, and my last comment in the chat was he had 2 season-ending injuries. Am I right or am I wrong about that? I'm asking you.
No, it wasn't 2 season-ending injuries. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, okay, we had this season, and wasn't it last year he broke his foot or something like that?
Nah.
It wasn't, or was it the year, or was it his rookie campaign? I know his seasons ended early twice. I know that.
No,
Anyway,
no, no. He had a situation with the wrist situation his rookie year where he didn't start off right away, and when he did come back, he made a run at that rookie of the year. They should have gave it to him.
No, they shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think the proper homage is being paid. But back to Michael Jordan. Now, I don't want to treat this to a LaMelo Ball craziness, but seriously, Michael Jordan
needs to go. He needs to go. I agree with you. He needs to go. He needs to go. And I think he understands that now. Somebody's got it in like, yo, dude, you cannot, you don't know how to pick talent. You don't want to pay your players. I mean, we see what happened. I didn't mean to cut you off. You know what I'm saying? But we see what happened with Kemba Walker later on. But he was that dude and he was there. He was that dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Gordon Hayward, Andrew Morrison.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Melo won Rookie of the Year. I mean, they was trying to screw him out of it. My fault though. He did win it, but they was trying to screw him out of it and give it to Anthony Edwards. He came back, and that's why I say he made an epic run at that. So Hammond's definitely got to be paid. Go ahead.
Well, who's the better player right now? But anyway, Jordan, you know what I'm saying? He needs to go. He needs to go. He's been a black eye over that organization since he came in there. And I think he definitely needs to go. And I think whoever does get majority ownership will get rid of the GM. Everybody wants their own crew in there. So Mitch Kupchak is on borrowed time. He's on borrowed time. And I think his reputation.
I think that if Michael Jordan is out, he's on the way right with him.
Yeah, because people are gonna bring in their own regime. You know what I'm saying? And I also think that Mitch Kupchak, his reputation precedes him because that's why LA got rid of him. He wasn't making the kind of move that he was supposed to make in LA. I was really surprised that Charlotte picked him up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why LA got rid of him. He wasn't doing his job. Now, do I think Pelinka is as better? No, I don't. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you, but I mean, Kupchak, I don't think that he's able to really do everything he wants to. I don't think he got the pocketbook that he got that he had in LA. Where he's able to really go do some things. I don't think he got that money that he got. That they have.
Okay, but Flight, you got to ask yourself. Whoever buys this team, Charlotte is a small market team.
Well, they're gonna have to be ready to pay. They're gonna have to have big pockets.
No, that's what you're saying, but that might not be in theory. You can say that, but that might not be in theory because they're a small market team, just like Washington and Indiana. And we've seen over the years that these teams they don't want to get good free agents in there, and they don't want to pay. Indiana has been on the verge several times. You know what I'm saying? They let Paul George walk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, they had a good team, man. Like, these small market teams, they got to start paying, man. But I guess they like, if we're not bringing the fan base in, like, why are we going to do that? You see Steve Ballmer in LA. Why he went all out? Because it's LA. He had to go all out. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we need a guy like that. They're going to need a guy like that out there. A guy like Ballmer. Obviously, it may not be like that out there in Charlotte, but you need somebody willing to pay top dollar. Somebody coming in, with some energy, trying to make change. Look what happened with this guy, Tillman Fertitta, up there in Houston. Even though it blew up in their face, he exhausted every option with Harden it was before he just blew it up. You're gonna need somebody that want to do something like that. Or I mean, you ain't gonna be like Oklahoma City. I mean, because Oklahoma City, they don't want to pay players either, but they're gonna build through the draft. They're looking to replicate what they did, before. But the Hornets, I don't think they can pull that right now, especially with LaMelo. So it's a lot of things that have to, it's going to be.
I think they could. I think they could. But you have so many teams that are not willing to do that. They don't want to build through the draft. Everybody wants to win right now. That is the problem. That's why we're seeing my Knicks, who's currently number 4 in the Eastern Conference. What they did. You know what I'm saying? They brought Jalen Brunson in. You know what I'm saying? With Randall. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing their drafted players for the most part. You know what I'm saying? They repaid Mitchell Robinson. They paid him. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, they rolling right now. And I think that is going to be eventually the key to success. Like, everybody wants to win right now. It's not going to happen. Charlotte's going to have to go through the draft, and I think they will.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think they got the time. I don't think they got that luxury, but Constantine says building in the draft is overrated. I mean, you got to hit a lot of hits. They ain't got the years for that.
Nah, that's crazy. And Malaya, you know what I'm saying? We was having a nice conversation. I was trying to boo you up, but since you said that about LaMelo, now I'm at odds with you. 200 million? No Supermax. No, can't say healthy.
Just a rookie match. A rookie max. Now he definitely deserved 200 million. Man, that's crazy.
Nah, can't stay healthy. He's not gonna get it either. He ain't gonna get it in Charlotte.
No, he is. They're gonna have to. Like I said, they're gonna back him against the wall. They cannot. How they gonna justify that to their fan base that they letting this man walk?
They let Kemba Walker walk, and he owns.
Yeah, but I mean, that might have been after they kept him for a little while. They still re-signed him. This is the rookie deal. Usually players don't leave like this.
Right, Kemba Walker owns damn near every record as a Hornet that there ever was.
Well, LaMelo shot his son, my damn son. So it's his damn son. So
he wasn't as durable. He's not as durable as Kemba was his first 2-3 seasons there. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Building the draft is not overrated. It's overrated for people in like the time that we live in now who want to win now. Because if I'm not mistaken, Golden State built through the draft. If I'm not mistaken, Boston built through the draft. So what are we talking about? Milwaukee, with a few free agents thrown in there, but their franchise player was drafted there. Boston franchise players, Tatum and Brown, were drafted there. So it's not overrated. It's not overrated. It just.
But I mean, they fit the same timeline. I tell you what, like this, for instance, if they would have somehow struck the number 1 overall pick and get a Wembanyama, I think he would definitely fit the timeline and accelerate, the Hornets' progression. In my humble opinion. What do you think about that?
What I think about that is we always look for these quote unquote star players now that's coming out in the draft. And for some reason, those don't be those guys. It be somebody from like a Weber State, like Dame. You know what I'm saying? It be like John. You know what happens more often than you think. People like John Morant. You know what I'm saying? From a little college. He ain't nobody see him coming. But everybody wants to go for Zion Williamson, who's another one, can't stay healthy. Can't stay healthy.
We got Malaya. What's the deal, Malaya? This your first time on the panel?
Nah, I've been up here a couple months ago. I was up here.
We appreciate you for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in every single episode we got. I appreciate your support.
No problem. I like listening about sports and I just want to respond to dude. Okay, I get it. You say he doesn't deserve a $200 million contract, but look in here. I'm on NBA contracts, and Zion just got. And we know he been injury prone and weight issues and everything, and he got $194 million. So y'all telling me LaMelo can't even get a $194 million at least? If Zion been dang near missed the whole season, LaMelo at least hasn't missed the whole season. Now he missed, a lot of games this year and a little bit his rookie year. But you tell me he can't get a $194 like Zion and Ja? You can't even get there.
Emily, thank you for joining the stream again. I'm not dude. My name is Phonics. And look, it's like this right here. No, he doesn't deserve it. No, ma'am, he doesn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's not a problem, ma'am. No, he doesn't deserve it. Just like Zion doesn't deserve it. These dudes they cannot stay healthy. You have to prove to me that you can complete multiple seasons. And they're not doing that. And so you're saying, well, they're bringing people to the games. Okay, that's fine. But how many games are you really playing? If I'm a season ticket holder in Charlotte, I'm looking to see you 70 games out of 82. But I'm really only seeing you know what I'm saying? And I know they play half in a row, but what I'm saying is I'm really only seeing you maybe 10% or 15 or 20% of that time. That's shameful. The same with Zion. That's shameful. These are young people that can't stay healthy. John Morant, he's durable. As little as he is, and as physical as he plays, He's basically durable. Now, he got injured last year in the playoffs, and we could make an argument that might have cost him a series. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, you got to be durable. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to call you dude. I didn't mean like that, but
No, it's okay. It's no problem. It's no
yeah.
problem.
But I think LaMelo played last year like 70 games, I believe. I think it was 72. And the only reason why he missed some games last year is because he had COVID and one game because of the illness. A lot of players, if you don't remember, had COVID last season. So that's the reason he was basically mostly healthy last year. Um, I understand his rookie year. I believe he missed a month because of he broke his wrist, but he was able to return. And I get your point that he's been injured. I understand that, but I feel like if Zion, that's been, I think he's out right now with something. If he can
You're
have
correct.
hit a 194 Zion, and Ja with he dealt with a couple injuries, but not like this bad with LaMelo and Zion's. But he dealt with some injuries. If like they can at least cause I bet you money. Well, I'm not gonna bet no money because shoot, I ain't gonna do that. But if 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 Zion and Ja get 194, I'm I wonder like how much will like if Edwards, Halliburton. I believe they're gonna get the same money as Melo, and that's gonna be at least around either 194 between 194 and at least 200 million. I believe all three gonna sign this summer.
Okay,
Extension.
that's cool. Then that's cool. Let me ask you a question. You know what I'm saying? Look at my dude right there, Mike Brown. Okay, where does that equate though to winning? Because where do we see Charlotte in the next 3 or 4 years? I don't see them making the playoffs.
I don't know. Is if they want to make their roster better, and if they don't, then they probably not gonna make the playoffs. If they don't make their roster better, and definitely if they can't stay healthy, they probably not gonna make the playoffs.
I mean, the East is crazy right now. The East is
Yeah,
off the chain. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like the East is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I get what you're saying. I just don't like the Hornets are so unpredictable with stuff. Like you think they're gonna make moves, and then it could be like last off season and not make a single move. So I don't know. My thing is, I'm like during the whole year, I'm like, probably looking at it at the situation. I'm like, if MJ or if I'm thinking the new owner's gonna come in by the season hits. So, but if MJ does stay there, I believe he's gonna give LaMelo the is the max, the same max Edwards get, Halliburton get. I believe they going unless they gonna trade him. Now MJ hasn't paid a single player $200 million yet. Okay, Kimba before he with all the injuries asked him for 200 million, and MJ say no, and I understand that because Melo ended up coming 2 years later, and I take Melo over Kimba Walker any day. But
I believe Jordan's
MJ
gone.
didn't
I
want
don't
to
think he's.
see it.
I don't think Jordan's posturing. I think he's come to the end, and it's like, yo, look, this experiment hasn't worked, and I'm just gonna fall back. You know what I'm saying? So I think, but my argument, like I was taught on the flight, it's still a small market team. You know what I'm saying? So you paying your top guy 200. What else you got? Well, so what you gonna have is a Dame Lillard effect. You paying him all this money, and year after year, you will never be in the playoffs. And as it currently stands, Portland is not going to make the playoffs. But you're paying him $200 some a year. I mean, 200 some million. You know what I'm saying, for a contract. But they're not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Bradley Beal in Washington, pay them all this money. Yeah, he's the face of your franchise, but again, you're not making the playoffs. So I mean, I don't.
Right now.
You said what now, man?
I'm sorry to cut you off, but how much
No,
would
you
you offer
didn't.
LaMelo right now?
LaMelo Ball, he was getting. I wouldn't even offer him a contract, to be honest with you. I need to see him healthy. I wouldn't offer him anything. I
So
need to
you
see him
let him
healthy.
walk. So
You
you let
damn
him
right. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yep. Because can't
How
stay
much would
healthy.
you offer? How much would you offer Ant-Man and Halliburton?
Oh, what you just said. What you just said. They can get that 190 something. Yes, they can get that. They have showed that they're durable and they've improved from year to year. Anthony Edwards is a monster. He just doesn't play on a very good team, but he's a monster. Yeah, and they're going to have to put some more pieces around him. But yeah, definitely Halliburton as well. Yes. I mean, we talking about players who are durable. That's what I'm looking for, and I think that's going to end up being the essence of the NBA. They're tired of all these dudes taking games off. The injuries are affecting everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I told you, you a Zion Williamson fan, or you could be a Zion Williamson fan, and so you say, "Well, I'm gonna become a season ticket holder." And out of 40 some or 30 some games they play there, you only see him at 15. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. It's like, no, it's not acceptable to
That
me.
gives stomach ache. I don't think. See, I get the injury issue, and that's the reason why you probably wouldn't offer Lamelo the money. Um, I don't think Lamelo. I don't. I just. I don't. I hope to not see it. I don't think he's going to be as bad as what we. Not saying. I believe this surgery going to help Lonzo. You know,
Jesus
I'm a,
Christ.
Well, it's
hey,
going to.
hey, I'm being nice because I'm being nice to Flight because I'm up here with Flight. Being nice. I'm not saying like I 100% believe Lonzo gonna come back, but hey, what they say he gonna come back and stuff. I'm 50-50. Like, now I ain't 50-50. I'm a little bit worse than that. But I'm like, I don't think Lamelo's gonna be as bad with the injury bug as Lonzo. I don't think his ankles is that sad as Lonzo. I just don't believe it. I don't believe his ankles again is bad, but I don't think it's like possibly nervous about career ending type. I don't think Lamelo's injuries is not that dang bad. Like, you might think, but I don't think Lamelo's ankle problems is as bad as Lonzo's stuff. I would at least give Lamelo. Like, I think because what I heard before the season start, um how much he could be extended would be like 200 and something mil. I don't know if that has changed, but I'm gonna say around what Zion got, and maybe between that level, Melo is worth when healthy. And I think if he put ankle braces on, and like some other people said, wear high, I think. But I don't think his stuff is as bad as Lonzo's. Like, do you think? So you thinking that Melo stuff is bad as Lonzo's gonna be horrific? His ankles.
I mean, no, and I don't think there's any way for us to like really tell now. It's just really alarming to me with a lot of these younger players that how much significant time they're missing in their short careers. Taking out for seasons. Not playing. What I'm saying, maybe 20 something games. Like that's and I mean they got that from the other players, the Kawhi Leonard's in the world and all of that. But what I'm saying, back to the topic though, I think though. Jordan leaving is a good thing. Maybe now they can get some good majority ownership in there who will be revigorated and who wants to really like make something happen. They need to bring back Miles Bridges. I think when he was there, he made a big difference. Go ahead, Frank.
No, I was about to agree with you. You said bringing back Miles. Go ahead. Can you
Yeah, I think he made a big difference. I think him and LaMelo played well together. You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine if they got Wembanyama in the mix of that?
Bring him back. You know what I'm saying? Keep Terry Rozier. I like Terry Rozier. I always liked him. Keep him. And I think they could do some things, man. But they have to become competitive. You in the East. The East is serious, man. It's serious. We can make the art. Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Sorry. I'm gonna let you. I'm sorry.
No, you're all right. No, you didn't cut me off. Go ahead.
I do agree that they need to make better moves to compete in the East. I do agree with that. In order to compete in the East, you gotta make some big moves, and if they ain't gonna stay healthy, then they shook. They definitely shook if they don't make a move. But and also I agree with Flight. If they just get lucky, I mean lucky to the core and getting the number one pick, that would be scary for the league, Lamelo and Wimby. That would be scary. Then something you it would be scary. But I'm gonna let you keep cooking.
Hey, thank you for chiming in with us. We appreciate it.
I mean, like I said, she was definitely cooking up a storm. Like I said, everybody got their ways on how to fix the Charlotte Hornets, but for both of y'all, man, were y'all shocked when y'all heard about Michael Jordan? See, like I said, when I heard this news with Jordan selling the franchise, I honestly, I'm still not going to believe it until it's done. I mean, do y'all really think this is going to happen, or y'all think this is just Jordan trying to get a headline?
No, man, it's gonna happen. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna happen. Look, Jordan just turned 60 years old, man. He probably like, look, man, I'm tired, man. I'm just gonna chill, smoke my steaks, drink my cognac. I don't got no time for all of this, man. And they're not gonna keep putting this on me every time they lose. So I ain't gonna mess up my legacy no more. I'm just gonna fall back, man. And that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Yeah, I think they're gonna sell the team. But again, we're talking about a small market team. So who are you really gonna get that's gonna buy? But you know it's gonna be somebody with bread because to buy any professional team you gotta have bread. You know what I'm saying? But are they gonna bring in the right people to get hands on and start making some changes? Like I was listening to you when what I'm saying, you was talking about Jim Dolan and all that, and you was actually right about that. Yeah, Jim Dolan is a big problem, and it's also his reputation. You know what I'm saying? And that's why players didn't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now the way they turn in the corner, don't say you might get some players, but you're absolutely right. And that has a lot to do with it too. It's a reputation. So Jordan will be gone and maybe players will be like, you know what? I'll go there and play. Mhm.
Yeah,
If they pay him.
I agree with that. That's why I said it was a similar situation. It would be no excuse then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Charlotte should be able to get the requisite parts that is needed. Once Michael Jordan leaves, do you see immediate results, or you think it's going to take some time?
No, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. We gotta find out what they're picking in the draft. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I
That's
think
gonna
that's
have a
going to
lot.
determine a lot.
Yeah. Miles Bridges, he should be eligible to play next year. Hell, he didn't
Oh
even play
yes,
at all
yeah,
this year.
that's crazy.
You know
If
what I'm
they
saying?
keep stretching it like this.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't play it all this year, so that's to be sufficient to a suspension. I don't care what you did in the NBA. If you ain't played for a year, they usually are done with. You know what I'm saying? You good. Yeah. So we need to see in the draft. But like I say, I agree with building the draft, man. I don't care what nobody say. Like building the draft is important. I mean, we wouldn't even know the Warriors if it wasn't because of the draft.
I mean,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's the best case scenario, man. It don't always
Yeah.
work out like that.
Okay, but name the last time that you had a bunch of free agents on a team that won a title. You know what I'm saying? You talking about maybe the Warriors with Kevin Durant, or you talking about LeBron in Miami. You know what I'm saying? You talking about something like that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of other teams that's coming up, they homegrown. Celtics is homegrown. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee is homegrown. You know, Denver for the most part is homegrown. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Utah starting over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, look at the Lakers. They, they a whole gang of free agents, and they can't figure it out because the Lakers are in such a rush to win now. So they just add all these parts that don't even fit, and then look at them. They're a disaster, man. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to hear LeBron's answer when this is all said and done for his career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna ask him, like, "Yo, do you think that was a bad move to go to LA?" You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna ask him.
Right. Malaya, what's your thoughts on this situation?
I get your point about that, but I don't think one point I don't think LeBron regretting going to LA because of all of his deals outside of court that has helped him, and he won a title. He at least got them a title, but yes, the Lakers are mediocre at this point in time. But I think if they would have had that roster earlier this year, they would be in a way better spot. And if they LeBron stays healthy, AD stays healthy, they could have been better. I think they could possibly make the play in with that. But Charlotte, I don't know what they could bring down there this offseason. I don't know. I think if the new ownership comes, I do believe because a lot of times when new ownership comes, they want their own people. They don't want the last folks. So
Facts.
I think it's the clock is ticking on how if MJ fully sells the team because it's not fully confirmed. It's just like in talks. So if the new owners come in, I think it's the clock is ticking with Mitch and Clifford. I think Clifford needs more time with a full healthy roster, but he's probably gonna get gone. If that's usually what happens when a new owner comes in. GM gone, coach gone. They're gonna start from there. But
They need to get Ime Adobe, whatever his name is. Get him Ime.
I, I think he's a good coach, but like how the situation stuff is, I don't know. If they would even allow him to come in there because of all that. Even shoot, the Nets wanted him, and they people got them out of it from getting him. So
Yeah, but we got short memories, right? We'll be almost 2 years removed from that situation. You know what I'm saying? So any rights that he had with the Celtics is pretty much over because they already named a head coach. So that means that they bought Ime Udoka out. So they bought him out. So he can go anywhere. And I think that would be a good fit for him there. You know what I'm saying? A good fit in Charlotte.
I don't
You
think it
know?
would be a bad fit. I just think how people will react to it will stop Charlotte from getting him if Clifford does get let go by the new ownership. I think some of the fan base and the people in the organization will probably stop that from happening. That's just
I
my
mean, it's
opinion.
like, I agree with you to a certain extent, but it's like this. People do that kind of stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said he'll be two. You know what I'm saying? He'll be 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Removed from it. I think Melo and them would benefit with Ime because he focuses on defense. You know what I'm saying? Tough, hard nosed defense, and I think that's what they need to be competitive in the East. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, to defend at a high level, and we see that with all the great teams. If you can't defend, you know what I'm saying? That's Golden State problem. They can put up all these buckets, but they can't defend. You know, so you have to wonder what's going to happen to Draymond Green too, with all his antics. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan, I think Jordan, like I said, he's 60 years old. He just turned 60. I just think he just wants to chill. He might be tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, I just want to chill and live my life, man. I don't want to have to keep going through this stress and people throwing salt on my name and oh, you supposed to be the GOAT, but you can't even pick winners and you know what I'm saying?
I don't think because I think Jordan. This is why I think why the reason why he sold the team. One, I think they gave him an offer he couldn't refuse, and I do see your point. He probably just want to chill on the golf course and I said on Twitter not too long ago, a couple days ago, and watch Bubba Wallace try to win NASCAR races because if y'all don't know, he got a NASCAR team. So I think
Hmm.
that's what he's gonna be doing chilling on the golf course with the cigar, and when he ain't there, on the NASCAR course, on the track, and
Right.
watching Bubba Wallace try to win some races.
Yeah,
And
drinking good cognac. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? You know, he got young children. Like, yo, that kind of business is very stressful. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to build a winning team, it's real stressful. You know, and
yeah,
I just think he's kind of tired of it. You know, so I think we'll find out when the season is done. That's when everything is going to play. I don't think anything is going to really happen right now while the season is going on. I could be wrong, but more than likely it's going to be shortly after the season. Um, so we're talking about maybe the next couple of weeks because they have to, you know what I'm saying? He knows that he wants to get it done before the draft and everything. He's not gonna participate in that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be interesting because we all thinking that they gonna get rid of everybody. They don't have a lot of time. The season's over in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying. You got well, no, I won't say that because you got the you know what I'm saying. The draft ain't till what June. So then, no, they do have some time, but it's not a whole lot of time. So
Right. I think if the right time is to get it done, is to get the deal done is before I'll say before the lottery to get that bring the new ownership in by the lottery. Because if I'm the
what's
new
your team, Malaya? What's your team?
I like I'm a Golden State fan, but I like I'm a fan of LaMelo, so that's why I pay attention to the Hornets. If Melo wasn't there, I wouldn't even care for the Hornets.
I mean,
So
I don't
that's
think
my
nobody would.
okay. So sorry to all the people I'm cool with in the chat. I'm sorry that that's my team. It's been for a couple years now. But like I think if I'm the new owners that's trying to get the deal done with MJ, I would want to get it done before the lottery. So I would want to get it done. I think they probably get it done by the time free agency. Well, probably by the draft. I think they'll probably get it done around then. Because if I'm New Orleans, I want to get in before anybody's re-signed or signed or draft pieces come in. I want to get it done by then. Because I would want to bring my own people in. That's me if I was the New Orleans. But who knows? Charlotte, the Hornets are unpredictable. We don't. You think they're gonna make a move and then they don't, or you think they're not even gonna make one or two moves. Who knows? But yeah. I'm gonna allow y'all to cook. I appreciate you, Flight, bringing me up here, and I just wanted to say my point, and I'm gonna go back in the chat and talk to them and have fun.
Right. Well, so right the truth. What's your thoughts on my man Lavar Ball out in Australia right now? I'm pretty sure you had no thoughts on that, did you?
Oh, I have a lot of thoughts on that.
No, I mean, did you have knowledge that Lavar Ball is out there handling business?
No, it's no news. I get a lot of ESPN updates, but I don't get any about that. No, I didn't.
Don't you feel like ESPN? You know, they really. I think ESPN dropping the ball. I think they should have been out there assisting LeVar Ball as he grows the game globally in Australia. What's your thoughts? Seriously.
Okay,
there's some amazing things taking place now.
But you're saying he's growing the game. The game has been growing in Australia. It's growing all over the world.
Well, he's continuing to grow it. Listen, we got to understand something. We all know when a guy like LeVar, goes to places like that overseas, they grit it with a level of intensity. I mean, seriously, it goes a long way. But like I told the people before, there's a lot of drills tomorrow. There's a camp that's hosted by LeVar. I think that this shows the longevity of Big Baller brand. As he does it. These are the things that's going to take, to do this. What do you see LeVar Ball like? He's out there. There is no Lonzo's, no LaMelo's, no LiAngelo. It's just him by himself out there. What you think about that? As he's pretty much grown it right now, by himself, especially in Australia. He don't have any of the boys with him. Obviously, they're doing their things.
He's pushing his sneaker brand and all of that. I mean, that's what an entrepreneur is supposed to do. I'm not mad at him for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go global. Basketball's global. Take your shoes and your brand and go take it overseas and see what it can do. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's where the money is at. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we think it's big business in Australia?
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's big business because if you can get, you know what I'm saying, bring your shoes out there and let's say you can get them built, you know what I'm saying, you get your shoes, you know what I'm saying, created out there or maybe somewhere close and sell them for, you know what I'm saying, another price than what you sell them here and make dough, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying, that's very smart because basketball is global. You know what I'm saying? And as long as he has that reach, he'll be good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him at all for that. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, he was just speaking of the reach in Australia. They reached out in Paris as well. Lavar Ball and Big Baller Brand had an event in Paris, now in Australia. Like I said, I'm letting everybody know this speaks to the longevity. That Big Baller Brand ain't going nowhere. They're gonna be around for years to come, no matter what goes on. As long as Lavar Ball is out there pushing it the way he's pushing it. It's gonna be around a lot of entrepreneurs, rising entrepreneurs, people that are entrepreneurs right now. They can all, take a page out of his book on how he's growing the brand, and with not a whole lot of support. Like I stated before, I feel like some of these major companies or whoever should be out there trying to back LeVar Ball as well and assist him as he does this journey. Like, who was the partners? Who was the sponsors who went out there? Like, seriously, I think people should have been able to got behind this a little bit more than they have. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, he's going to continue to do amazing things. It is what it is. So, quick question: can you see a situation where, maybe one of the obviously LiAngelo is still with Big Baller Brand. I believe they're working on the shoe for him. Do you think it's a situation where maybe a LaMelo Ball after Puma is all said and done, maybe he could possibly go back to Big Baller Brand? What you think about that?
Yeah, that's possible. It's probably going to go. What it's probably going to tell that is how the company has grown since then. Because I think LaMelo, he's a young boy, man. You know what I'm saying? He wants to. Of course, he want to help his family, man. But at the end of the day, he wants a shoe that is going to be popular. It's going to have notoriety, and it's gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's the one that has enough kahunas. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, pops, like, yo, nah, I don't like that. Nah, so I'm gonna stick with them. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Because you got to also remember those kind of companies can offer something that his dad's company can't. We talking about major money in a lifetime shoe deal, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we give you 400 mil. You know what I'm saying, for the next 10 years. I don't think his pops would tell him to turn that down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I think Big Baller should definitely get with these young boys, man, these up and comings, and give them NIT deals, these young college players, let them wear your shoe, man.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
think
I'm
that's
saying?
something that, like I said, anybody that's ever been down to the Big Baller Brand warehouse, he has definitely a conference room where he's looking to be doing things like that. He has plaques for all three of the Ball brothers where he'll be sitting down with future athletes and really looking to endorse. Like I said, all jokes aside, this stuff is really in play. So like I said, this is an amazing partnership in the future of Big Baller Brand. There's so many things that's taking place with Triple B's. Obviously, we all know if you go to bigballerbrandinc.com, you can see various, new merchandise, new all kind of stuff. Winter coming up for the summer, all kind of things that people can get behind. And you could even get some of the merchandise that they're selling in Australia as well, because right now they got the Big Baller Verse, so that's some custom merchandise specific for the event going on in Australia. So just letting everybody, just giving everybody insight and intel, and we will keep people up to date because tomorrow is a camp, taking place. So we'll try to keep people up to date on what's happening out there.
And well, Flight, somebody had asked in the comments, they said, is Dex with the BBB getting a BBL?
What?
Somebody said in the comments, is Dex with the BBB, the Big Baller Brand, getting a BBL?
Hold on, that's not in the chat, man. Stop playing. Dex, baby. Was you looking for Dex?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, LeVar, he's doing big things though. You know what I'm saying? That's the key though, man. So you gotta go global, man. Gotta go global. You know what I'm saying? Since where money stretches a little bit more than it do here in the States.
Nah, definitely, man. Like I said, you've seen him do the international route before as he got into it with the JBA. So, like I said, it's not surprising that he's using his outreach, to touch bases now in this aspect and element. So it's just definitely spectacular to see. Everybody hit the like button. Finals, what's going on? What you got going on? With your channel, man? Talk to the people.
Yo, everything is so motion right now, man. I'm in a little rebuilding phase, man. But we're gonna get ready for the fights. We got a major fight coming up next week, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Caleb Plant, man, David Benavidez, man. So we definitely gonna live stream that, man.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I'm
we
saying?
appreciate your help too. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of things. We've been talking that Charlo stuff. I could even see it something down the line where Big Baller Brand he did link up with Kid Austin. I'm telling you, that partnership could happen.
Word, word.
Seriously, that dude Kid Austin, man, is a big time bout. Appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all support all the content we got coming from Kid Austin, man. He has so much breaking news. Here we all know what's going on with him. Major situation. That big card coming up. Javante Davis, Ryan Garcia, Kid Austin gonna be on that. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all don't miss nothing. No up to date news, updates, and more regarding that situation. It's gonna be a definite movie, if you ask me. But Charlotte, man, is over, man. I mean, are they going to be able to be competitive with some of the other franchises? You look at Orlando. When you look at some of these other teams, look at Detroit. You're in the city, you're in Michigan right now, so you see,
Mm-hmm.
even though they don't look so good record wise, you clearly see the formula that they have in play. Can Charlotte get in the mix? How competitive are they right now with those teams?
I think Charlotte is way more competitive when you talking about Detroit. Detroit, bro, right now they're sitting on 15 wins and 66 losses. Yeah.
I mean, but
Something like that.
another draft pick next year. Cade Cunningham was hurt the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need him to be healthy, and then another pick. I think now you're talking. I think they got the recipe for success for the future. They don't look
But
so
again, that's
good
what I
now,
told you.
but you see they're gonna be something later.
Yeah, but bro, that's why I told you. It has to go through the draft, especially with teams like that. You're not going to get free agents to go to Detroit. You're not going to get free agents to go to Houston. You know what I'm saying? So you have to build through your draft. So it might take a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the key. And for Charlotte, man, I think Charlotte just needs to try to keep their nucleus together. I mean, like I said, Scary Terry, LaMelo, Miles Bridges. You know what I'm saying? Bring him back. You know what I'm saying? Um, and basically, you got PJ Washington. I don't know if he's old money or not. You know what I'm saying? But you got these people there, man. Like, keep them there, man. Keep them there. Keep them there and go from there. You know, the sports is crazy now because they're so quick to get rid of a player because they're so focused on winning now, and then they get this other player and he don't pan out. So we'll see. Is Gordon Hayward still with them?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
they'll have to figure out what they're gonna do with him. I think he definitely upped his. People might look into him. He's a few years removed from those injuries. I wouldn't be surprised if teams looked into him seriously.
I never thought he would be in the league this long. You know what I'm saying? I understood why, with the Celtics, because that was his coach in college, but I just never thought he would be in the league this long, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. Sorry. I'm sorry, man. I don't see it. I don't see what everybody else see about going to Haywood. I don't see it. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he
I
all right. I mean, he ain't the best player in the world, but he all right. I mean, he effective for what he need to do in his own right, in my humble opinion. Gordon Hayward, he I don't know. It's tough to say. I think that he could fit in with them next season, obviously, but it's gonna be tough to call. I got my man Calfani in the building. What's the deal, Calfani?
Shout out to Flight Sports TV. Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, I heard y'all talking about the MJ selling the franchise. Yeah, I got that notification a little early today. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting if he sell the franchise or not. I guess we're gonna stay tuned for that. And if he want to get some type of deal done before the drive come around, I guess he better get to work right away and see what's gonna happen from now. And yeah, for us that Charlotte team, man, yeah, I think they should keep everybody. I know Gordon Hayward's still there on the big time contract. Are they gonna give it to him? We don't know or not. Um, and they just gonna have to go from the draft. I mean, whoever give him the honor, hope Charlotte get him, but that's a long shot. Then we talk about the New Orleans Pelicans that they was doing good. Now they look like they losing a lot of games, so they might be in the one form possibly. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. What's going to happen in the off season? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
What's
I
your
agree
team,
with
bro? What's your team? What's your team?
I mean, low key, I was I'm from Chicago. I was around with Chicago, but it look like they ain't gonna make the playoffs. It's going. Well, I know we got about like 11 games left. We got 11
Yeah,
games
play in
left.
though. Yeah, but play in though. Play in. Y'all in 10th place. You know what I'm saying? Play in.
Yeah, yeah. They need to win a couple more games because they're in danger of not being in that play. They don't can't win at least about I say at least 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, that'd be very disappointing for them not to at least get to the play-in at least, And I had high hopes for the Pelicans too, and they look like they might not make the play-in. So we gonna see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lakers too, because they currently right now where the Lakers sitting, they out of it.
Oh boy, hey, you know what? They did all that to get rid of Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, and the other guy. They've been better off keeping them guys, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, well, we got Purple Baby in the building. Yeah, the Lakers right
Uh-oh.
now are on the 11th seed. I mean, the West, this is the wild, wild West. It's going to be trading every damn day.
I mean, you can't put everything on Mr. LeBron James, man. The man is 38 years old. He's gonna be 39 at the end of the year. Okay, you got AD that's 28, 29 years old, about to be 30, and you talking about man, 30. You supposed to be one of the healthiest guys out
They
there,
tied with New
and cute,
Orleans. They tied with
and
New
cute.
Orleans.
Oh man, well, that might have a chance because
And the Lakers
New Orleans
playing right
Pelicans.
now.
So
Yeah,
the
they playing the
Pelicans still.
Magic.
Yeah, they're going to fuck around and lose. Go ahead.
I mean, they're playing Magic tonight. Hey, you can't take that Magic team.
Yeah,
Hey, that Magic team.
they up 3. They up 3. The start of the fourth quarter. I'm going to be monitoring that.
Oh,
We got,
you got Bobo.
Purple Baby. What's good?
Oh, what's up? What's a long time no here? What's good?
What's up?
What's good? What's good? You see what's going on, man. What's your thoughts on some of this news?
Well, we'll see with the new ownership or however it's gonna go. Because some reports I read saying that he's giving up his stake. Other reports is saying that like he will still have a say so, which means if say so still, that Mitch still gonna be there. And I have, as I said earlier this week, I have no confidence in whoever they draft this year. I don't
Even
know.
if it's Victor?
It's no chance they're getting Victor, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to do that to yourself.
No,
Man.
nah. So when they started winning those couple of games, they out. They not getting Victor. Somebody else to get them. Detroit, somebody that's in a better position. I see them like getting Brandon Miller or one of the twins.
So how do you think that's going to work? So the Russia's team with the Russian record it got a good possibility to getting that player. I don't know if that's always worked that way, but
it's just because Charlotte started winning. Like they projected now to get like the 4th pick or whatever. To me, I think it's a possibility that they might drop lower than that from what I'm seeing, but they not gonna land in the top 3, much less the top 2.
Because LaMelo, let me tell y'all a secret. Low key, LaMelo was not injured, but saying if LaMelo was still playing, they couldn't take like they want to. So I mean, that should have started there sooner. Then they're gonna do that. Okay, yeah.
And then I just got so many questions. Like I feel like Mark, like for them to do what they, even though I wasn't fan of Mark Williams. For them to do what they did as far as this season with Mark Williams and whatever, I thought that was disingenuous. And we talking about
Mm-hmm.
like Gordon's healthy for now. So I'm assuming that going into the next season he'll be healthy for his final year. I don't like because of money, whoever they draft, like I said, I'll be happy if they get Brandon Miller, but I'll be surprised if they play him. They will, but the question is what they gonna do with Miles Bridges. Like, cause he's a wing. What are they gonna do with PJ? Kai Jones, Bryce McGowan, which was a second round pick this year. Like, I don't see it's
What about James
money
Booknight?
of some of those guys getting playing time. I don't know because I forgot that Cody Martin was still on this team and they paid
Okay.
him this year.
Oh, okay.
They paid him this year.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Hey, what y'all think about James Booknight? Do you think he should get more playing time, or should I take another chance on this guy because or what?
No,
What you think is gonna happen
he
to
had a
him?
big night. He had a big night in the G League. 44
Everybody
points.
deserves a second chance.
Oh, he's back in the G League. Damn, I did not.
He
Okay,
just dropped 44 points. I don't. It's crazy. I don't know.
Like you still
Hey,
got Terry Rozier that's soaking up these minutes at that 2 guard spot, and then if they bring back Kelly Oubre, that's like I just don't see any way for any rookie. I think they hoping that they fall out the top 5. Honestly, that'll be the best thing for them. That way, they have an excuse not to play the rookie that they draft this year and to put them in the G League. Because that's the only way that players are going to get playing time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in the new owner in a hard spot. So
yeah, you got go ahead. He got what? His contract is still 120 million.
no, he got like after this season 31, 32 million left.
Oh, the last season, right?
Yes.
I mean, okay, yeah. So they're gonna have to get rid of him if they gonna get rid of him to free up some space. If they're gonna do that,
I don't know how.
it's gonna be a tough. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough situation now. But the draft's supposed to be deep this year, though. You know.
But and I agree with that. But like with the Twins, how people are saying they lack a lot offensively. They're good playmakers, and the one twin, I think his name is Asar, is a good defender. The thing is that alone for the Hornets, if they take one of the Twins, they can be like, oh, because which I hate that for them. But we putting them in the G League because they don't have the offensive skill of Kelly Oubre, for instance, or who else is on that bitch? Kelly Oubre. If they bring Miles Bridges back. Miles Bridges, like it's just I hate like when you can look at somebody and be like, yo, you need a secondary playmaker. And then what if they bring Dennis Smith Jr. back, which I ain't got no problem with Dennis Smith, but like I'm ready for just the most them to just I'm not gonna be surprised of what they do. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, they need Bridges to come. Miles Bridges to come back. That's one thing that I know they need for sure. They're gonna need him if they're gonna want him back this season with some players. If they don't do nothing at all.
And then I forgot about Nick Richards. I keep forgetting about him. Like they got an excuse. Literally, it wouldn't even be surprising if they traded back out. Like they still be in the lottery. They just trade out if they do get like 4 or 5. Because I don't see them being in the top 3 if they trade back. Because they think they gotta hope. Well, not think they gotta pay all them guys. And it ain't no reason to pay them guys and then have a rookie come off the bench or even have a possibility of starting.
Yeah, that'd be a shame if that was to happen because They gotta pay these guys, if you want to keep, because if you don't pay these guys and let them go somewhere else, the Charlotte has to look at, or they're already an organization that's dealing with, at the low totem pole anyway. So you should want to pay to keep some of these guys, so you have a fighting chance of being competitive in the East.
Yep, they think they can be competitive with the team. So, and I must admit, PJ has made some decent steps and stuff like that, as far as scoring more consistently and stuff like that. But I just see, like, I'm ready for the BS. Like, I'm not happy for the off season because, like, I like LaMelo and stuff like that. I'm just like, I'm gonna be paying attention to what Detroit and stuff, anybody but the Hornets is doing, because they just about to make some idiotic decisions. Like,
Isn't LaMelo owe some money too, pretty soon, and his contract year coming up, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, next year. Well,
Okay.
yeah, next season is his last season, but yeah, on his rookie
Oh yeah,
deal.
so they're gonna have to pay him. So if they don't pay him, I already know he's gonna probably walk and go somewhere else. So yeah. So Charlotte got a chance to enjoy LaMelo for one more year. So enjoy it. Yeah.
Facts.
Hey, but the thing is, though, let's talk about New Orleans for a minute. I'll let y'all go on for a minute. Like, New Orleans, it's just really shameful how they've imploded. It's just shameful. And, okay, we know Zion ain't there. I don't think Zion's a franchise player. But, you know what I'm saying? Maybe other people do. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is this, like, you got Ingram, you got all these people, like, why y'all can't win?
Health.
Mm.
Health is
I know that's right.
Damn. Shit, Valanciunas. Damn, long as Valanciunas, they got Valanciunas over there. Damn, he played most games. Shit, more games than most of them guys over there. That's crazy.
It's just, they're shameful. Chicago is shameful. Even without Lonzo Ball, y'all shameful. Because you got, DeMar DeRozan, Zach, and Zach LaVine, and y'all still can't do nothing,
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe that's I know they got Patrick Williams. What happened to Patrick? Patrick Williams, and yeah.
Now you got Patrick Beverly. Like, what's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, Joe. What's the point of that, Joe? What's the point of that, Joe? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got Patrick Beverly. Like, what's the point of that, Joe? Y'all not finna make a run. And currently where y'all sitting right now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not playing. Y'all not good, man. And it's just shameful. Last year you tried to go on a little tear, but then you got exposed. And you had the same cast of characters.
Defense, man. Defense was hurt in Chicago. I think we got some decent defenders, man, but at the same time, they choose not to play. They try to cheat on defense. Half-ass play defense. That's the problem, I guess you got guys that can play defense. You got guys that play defense, choose not to play defense. Try to save most of their energy for offense. So that's the problem. That's the boy's problem.
Shameful. Absolutely shameful.
It's talking about guys with these contracts, man. They got all these contracts and stuff. $194 million contracts, and I think some of these guys don't deserve it. Some of these guys don't deserve it, but you got very few that do. You got.
You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly, Joe. Like, you know what I'm saying? First of all, Zach LaVine should have got. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have got paid. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have got paid. DeMar DeRozan doesn't deserve to get paid. Zion Williamson doesn't deserve to get paid. LaMelo Ball doesn't deserve to get paid. It's a lot of. I haven't seen enough production. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see these guys. Like I said, I want these. I want to see these guys play 82 games, man. I ain't seen it yet. I know people want to
What
bash
you
up.
saying? Exactly,
Oh, my bad.
exactly, Joe. No, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
You
Now,
know,
go ahead. What you saying? You want to see dudes play 82 games? Exactly. That's what I
I
just
want to see
said, bro.
82 games. Hey, but hey, people want to bash Russell Westbrook. Hey, but at least this dude play 82 games. This dude is doable. And he been,
Exactly. Exactly.
you know,
Exactly. Exactly, Joe. Exactly. 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 Hey, Jessica, are you from Louisiana? Oh, she gone. Nah, but I'm with you, man. No, I'm definitely with you, bro. Exactly. All that shit they talk about Russell Westbrook, but he durable though.
he doable. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Mhm. And Joe, he don't cheat you. When he come out and play, he got ample energy. Like he's going. He the energizer buddy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like he
and
don't cheat you.
he gonna play defense too, but he might get beat sometimes. But that's everybody though. But still, he gonna play.
Mhm.
So, Phonics, you saying that those players don't deserve to get played because of what injuries and just production, or just one
They're
thing?
not doable. They're not doable. That's what he said.
Exactly.
But don't you believe that the durability is due to they play style or previous play styles and stuff like that? Like with Derrick Rose, how everybody looked at him and said that's not sustainable, and he got injured. But I believe, if I'm correct, Chicago had paid him. So did he deserve to get paid? Was his production?
Oh, see, Jessica, you've been on the show long enough. I gotta come at you now. Now you're being disrespectful. Derrick Rose was the MVP. You know what I'm saying? He was the MVP of the league. The players that we just mentioned, they haven't even been in the league long enough, and they'll never be MVPs. Zion Wilson will never be an MVP. LaMelo Ball will never be an MVP. And all these other people we talk, they'll never be MVPs. No, man. You know what I'm saying? He was actually the MVP of the league. He was on his way. And he had catastrophic injuries. Yes. The players, you know what I'm saying? Your player, say Lonzo, not Lonzo, Zion, it's not catastrophic, but you know what I'm saying? But it's enough for your team to say, you know what? This guy is not in good enough shape. He can't heal properly. Let's just shut him down for the season again.
Yeah, if Zion Wilson can play 82 games, then maybe and we see how he do. Then maybe we can talk about MVP. Shit.
But I don't think it's possible because of the way he plays. And I'm not Jessica, by the way, but I don't think it's possible per how he plays.
You know what, bro? It's all about your health. It's all about health. It's about what you put in your body. It's about what you do in the off season. As an athlete, I mean, I understand that too. Like, you know, it's what you do in the off season. Okay, what you put in your body, or what you doing to stay healthy for next season, and what your training, what the trainers who are you talking to far as your trainers go, and stuff like that. That's the question. I mean, if motherfuckers really want to be at their best and more available.
Yeah, we're not just finna sit here and throw money away at dudes that, you know what I'm saying, out of damn 30-something home games, they can only play 12 or 13. Man. And I think the NBA is going to get it because people are talking about it too much. It's going to affect their pay. You're not playing, you're not available. All of us on here, for the most part, most of us on here work jobs. If you're not available and you can't come to work, why are you going to get paid? You're not there. You're not producing. Zion Williamson is not producing. He is right now effectively a bust. That's what he is. And New Orleans is being stupid by even keeping him. You know, if I was a coach, I would push for us, yo, you know what I'm saying? Now they didn't give him some money. See, that's where they effed up. Because I'd have traded that boy, man. I'd have got rid of him quick.
So you would have traded Ingram also?
Nah, you got to keep Ingram, man. You know what I'm saying?
But Ingram's being injured too, multiple times.
Right. True.
but he put that work in though. But he gonna put in that work though, man. He's when he was available, he played. He'll be available most games, so you know.
But as we learned from the Anthony Davis situation earlier this week, sometimes it's not the players not wanting to play; it's the organization and their doctors and stuff telling them, "No, you got to sit out."
Yeah, and Anthony Davis is a bust too. He's a disappointment. He's a total disappointment. He was a disappointment with y'all, and he's a disappointment with LA. He's not durable either. Because what they're saying is, we're not going to injure you further and this and that. So they have to take an L. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. They have to take an L. Yeah, you're right. They do tell them that. But they have to take an L. But at the end of the day, these dudes is not durable. I'm like, what is wrong with these young people?
But if we know how minutes they logging in at the AAU level or even in college and how much they running up and down the court in Anthony Davis, position where he just hit a growth spurt. Sometimes that has a lot to do with it. A lot of these guys, even with LaMelo had trouble. His injury for his wrist didn't happen because of his growth spurt, but he even had trouble, and I think still has trouble adjusting to his height because he's used to being the smallest one on the floor in terms of his height. So a lot of that is them growing and then them still playing. A lot of them like they're small and they're not small anymore.
I agree, but at the end of the day, you're not helping me win. If you on the bench, if you in street clothes.
Hey, look at Jokic though. Hey, okay. Look at Jokic for Jokic. He's 7 feet. He's 7 feet tall, but he used to be a guy. He used to be 6'2", but he had a growth spurt. Now he's 7 feet tall.
Right. And we got to give Joel Embiid his credit. We got to give Joel Embiid his credit too.
Look at Paul. Like, it's a lot of guys that I feel like every time you turn around, they injured and stuff like that. And it's not conducive. The bigger you are, it's not like how they play the game. It's really unhealthy for these big guys like Davis and them to be running up and down the court like that. That's a lot of pressure and stuff on their knees.
Shaq did it. Moses Malone did it.
Not at this
pace. Did it. They weren't forwards. They were centers. They weren't forwards. They were centers. You know what I'm saying? Zion is a forward. You know what I'm saying?
AD these last couple. I mean, not AD. Kevin Durant. These last couple of years, I'm looking up and like, dang, this man just every time I look up, he unhealthy and he injured his.
He another one.
His ankle in what's the name?
He's another one. His legacy is in question. He's another one. You can't stay healthy, but they're talking about you the best player in the world. No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't stay healthy.
What you think? I don't want to know some of these guys shooting the shit into their body, like the PDs and shit like that. I hope that someone might be doing it, but maybe I don't know, man. It could be happening, but and maybe that's be another reason. I don't know, because the shit catch up with you,
So how do you feel about Steph?
Steph is that guy. I mean, what do you mean?
It's phenomenal. Let me put this out there. Let me put this out here right quick. All right, let's take for instance Steph Curry for example. All right, after they won the championship last year, 2 weeks after the championship and all that, he's back in the gym working out already. So that lets you know that player's dedicated to the game. My bad, bro. Go ahead, Onyx. That's all I want to say.
No, Joe. She was trying to bait us because she was going to say. I know what she was going to say. Well, he had ankle injuries early on, but his team didn't give up on him. But the dude. He changed his game and he perfected his game. He made the 3-point shot the shot. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, 3-point shot, like who's thinking that? Well, nobody thinking about that. Everybody was playing above the rim. He changed the game. So if Steph get injured, Steph is allowed to get injured. He's a 4-time champ, and last season he was the MVP of the finals. So you know what I'm saying? He deserves everything. These other players haven't accomplished that, so you can't compare them. Zion hasn't accomplished anything, and honestly, the only reason he made it to the NBA is because of YouTube and all his dunks and all of that. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a complete game. All he can do is dunk. You know what I'm saying? Put Zion on the inside. That's it. He ain't got nothing else. But what say you though?
I mean, I just feel like you a little too hard. Like sometimes it's not like they don't want their bodies to hold up. They don't want for their injuries.
Hey. Well,
I mean,
I want them to be healthy too, no doubt about it. But I understand it matters what you did prior to entering the NBA, how many minutes you played, so diet, all of that. And I'm not
I agree.
to know like, oh, their diet is bad and this and that. Like Luka come in overweight since he been in the league. I don't think that's responsible, but he plays his way into game shape.
You're right, but Luka again, you're comparing him to people that don't have that kind of stature. Luka's a superstar. He's a winner. Zion hasn't proven that. You know what I'm saying? Luka's also durable. Zion hasn't proven that. Luka miss a game here or there. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he's durable. And the thing with Luka, he wants to play. He's a foreign player. He wants to play. It ain't like if he hurt, he wants to be out. Zion want to be out. He want to be eating them po' boys down there in Louisiana and that shrimp and all that, other stuff that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sausages and all of that. Yeah. He's chilling. He's living high off the hog, as we used to say.
You got a point there. Yeah, you got a point there. You're right, because Luka played all summer. He played basketball all year. He didn't take no time off. He played ball all the way through. So that's how you know. That's how you know he want to play. You know.
Yes, exactly. He played with his home country. Yep, in the World Championships. Yes, he did. You're absolutely right. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And that's who's taking over the league, man. That's why you got people like Jokic. And so you say, well, why he don't get injured like that? His fundamentals. He just has straight fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? His fundamentals is excellent. You know what I'm saying? Which they don't teach over here. His fundamentals is excellent. I'm sitting here watching college basketball. I've been watching all day. These dudes cannot shoot from outside. It's shameful. They cannot shoot from outside. And that's so much a part of the game now. Why the foreigners can, though? So, at the end of the day, with the Pelicans, I want our boy fired, the coach. I want him fired. I want them to trade away Zion. It's not going to happen. This is all a wish list. I want him traded away. Banish him somewhere where we'll never hear him again. Detroit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. He's a bust. Zion Williamson's a bust. You heard it here. He's a bust.
Until he give us 80, until he give us close to 80 games, if he give us 70 games, then maybe we can talk about, until he give us that, people gonna be pretty hard on him.
Right. You're exactly right, bro. Exactly. Give us 70 games a year. Give us 70. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta give us 82.
I think that's respectful, and I totally agree with that. 70 games, but I understand, like, some people just can't. They body will be lucky if we get 60.
So why are we giving him a supermax? Why are we giving him a supermax extension? What are we doing that for?
Because of the money. At the end of the day, he's still not getting what he deserves. New Orleans makes a certain amount of money off of him. They make more money off of LeBron James.
Okay.
Every team he's played on, the owner has always came out as king. Don't ever get that mistaken.
LeBron James is a whole different story, though.
She said LeBron James. I didn't even hear her say that. She said LeBron James. She
In terms
included. She
of
included.
money, I can't even imagine how much money New Orleans and Zion is, they make off of him.
You're being extremely disrespectful and disingenuous. Don't ever include Zion Williamson in the same breath as LeBron James. He's
What
been
you mean?
Mr. Durable.
Money perspective, just like with Luka or any international player, these owners, when it's all said and done, just like we learned with Kobe, they gonna make, no matter what they choose to play these players, they gonna make what they gonna make. Like Chicago did with Derrick Rose, and when they felt like they couldn't make any more money off of him, they traded him.
No. You're still being disrespectful. Don't put Zion.
You agree that they making, no matter what the player makes, the owner always making more.
Derrick Rose was an MVP. You know what I'm saying? And
It's not about
we can argue.
About the draw of the fan. Like, no matter how injured Zion is, when he comes back, I don't know what their ratings look like when he's on the court, but it factors into how many TV games they get.
You're right. You're right. But we made this argument before you came on here, and like I was saying, let's say I live in New Orleans right now, right? And I buy season tickets, right? And let's say those season tickets cost me $5,000, and my whole reason for buying these tickets is to see Zion. He only played 15 games out of the possible 35 or whatever he could have played. How do I get? You know what I'm saying? I lost money. I'm coming to see him.
Correct.
I'm losing money. So you talking about the owners, but they're getting theirs off top. You know what I'm saying? Now I got my star player. Well, I'm coming to see. I'm bringing my kids to see. They got the jersey on, and this bitch is in street clothes. You know what I'm saying? With a stupid haircut and a stupid look on his face. No.
That's straight up fact. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, man. Yo, the older players, they never cheated you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got problems with Dame, you know what I'm saying, Dame Dollar, because he talk all that shit about winning. He don't want to win. He took the bag to stay in Portland. However, when he's available, he plays. And he's mostly always available. So those people in Portland who pay that money for them, they can go see him. Those people in Dallas can go see, you know what I'm saying, old boy in the court. You know what I'm saying, Luka Doncic and all of that. We're having a problem with these players that they're not playing.
American players, you should say.
Correct.
They eat too much candy. They eat too much candy, man. And eat too much candy and Burger King all day and McDonald's. I guess that's the problem.
It's not a problem because they brittle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you want these teams to pay them. Why should they pay these players? If you're not on the court, you're not physically. You know, it's like me and Joe were just talking about. With Russell Westbrook. You can say what you want about Russell Westbrook. He's been dependable his whole career. He's been available his whole career. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant ain't been available his whole career. So you can say, he's the best scorer. But he ain't been available. So what the fuck is that?
He's been available his whole career.
Talking about 82 games, he played in full season, basically.
Until they injure in Golden State, he's always been available.
And look at everything after that. And you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and talk about that. He ran to them to get a championship. Now look at him on his own, so to speak, or wherever else he goes. It's been a failure. Brooklyn was a failure. He's in Phoenix now. They're not winning the championship. He's running the teams where he thinks he's going to get a ring. And he looks pathetic. And when it's all said and done, he's looking bad. He's looking really bad. Because you're going to these teams that you think are ready-made to win, and all you got to do is contribute. But you can't take it from out the mud, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Giannis took it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? He got his out the mud. You said what now?
Giannis didn't play with Russell Westbrook, though.
Giannis played with a variety of players, man, before he got to this point. Giannis worried about Giannis. Giannis worked on Giannis. Giannis was the leading scorer. Giannis was that dude. When has Kevin Durant been on the team and he was really that dude? And what I mean by I'm talking about from the whole season through the playoffs and everything. He never has been. He never will be.
OKC, he was.
Okay.
They made it to the championship. They lost to Miami. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And what has he been since then? You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant is mediocre, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special about Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's the best scorer. No, he's not. No, he's not. And then he's another one. He's too skinny. Put on some weight, man, so you won't be hurting your limbs and stuff like that. Put on more weight.
You don't think he tried? You don't think he tried?
No, he doesn't. No, he sticks what he's been doing for his whole career.
That he was 220. I was surprised about that. I think he weighs a little bit more than that now, maybe around 240. But I was surprised. Everybody holds their weight differently.
Yeah, Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall. He's 6'11", basically. So yeah,
he's content because when he's saying his mind, what I've been doing has been work for me. Perfect example. If anybody's seen LeBron James when he came in the league, he was a scrawny dude.
Yeah,
he was a scrawny dude.
Yeah.
He hit the weights. He got big. You know what I'm saying? He got big, man. You know what I'm saying? He got big.
Hit the weights, yeah.
Yeah, and he became Mr. Durable. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James, the dude, he'll mess around and fall and roll his ankle. What does he do? Unlace the shoe, tighten it back, and keep playing. You know what I'm saying? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude that's committed to winning. You know what I'm saying? It's committed. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, New Orleans is a catastrophe. I liked them a year ago. I really thought, man, the playoffs, like, they can. Oh shit, Lakers beat the Magic. Okay, Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I really thought like they was on their way. They had a young coach. Everybody was responding, but it's like, you got folks that can't stay healthy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. And I think Willie Green is a good coach over there, man. I think they should keep him. It ain't his fault that guys can't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like they should.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I agree. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Zion got his draft and all of that off of his dunks, man. Duke wasn't shit that year. You know what I'm saying? I know they got in the tournament. I think they got bounced the first round. They didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do nothing. And you had my dude there. You know what I'm saying? RJ was there. You know what I'm saying? And you could it's no argument. You know what I'm saying? RJ, you know what I'm saying, with the Knicks, he's having a better career than, you know what I'm saying, Zion. He's having a better career than Zion. And coming out of high school, he was ranked higher. But coming out of college, they ranked Zion higher. And he's having a better career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's about what you're doing all season. Like, like I said, if you're a player that's playing professional basketball, you know what I'm saying? Your question is, how can I have better health? If you know you got these issues, how can I have better health? Maybe I need to do something differently. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that should be the mindset anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, like man, hit that gym. I mean, do shit that you know you need to work on. Start chilling. Start chilling the whole summer at the beach and doing and partying and shit. You know, if you don't do that, you know, you'll be all right.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely right, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that plays a huge part in it. Like dudes being healthy and available, and dudes in the off season, like, nah, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. 'Cause I want to be healthy. I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, science is crazy nowadays. It ain't like it is back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got all kind of access and science and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to find out shit, like, to keep them healthy and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got way more access to stuff. Like, we don't have none of that access, but they do. All kind of
Yeah.
X-rays and look at their body and yo, this is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like, yeah, I have no sympathy for Zion, man. None.
Yeah, man. These guys better be lucky that Michael Jordan or Larry Bird and them wasn't in this era, bro. You know what, man? Shit. With the technology they got now and the health and the durability right now, shit.
Exactly. Exactly. Yo, flight, man. But yeah, I'm gonna let you have this conversation. I'm about to roll, man. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, great conversation. And I just, yo, Fly, I have a big problem with you. Yo, don't you ever again add LeVar Ball in a caption with Michael Jordan. Don't you ever do that again. Stop being disrespectful and disingenuous, nigga. Don't you ever do that again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? Jordan's the GOAT, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, Brian, man. Yeah, man. It's good talking, man. Be easy, man.
All right, fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here with you, Cal Finance. Salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out
Yeah.
Dance, B, all y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be a very interesting off season on what the Charlotte gonna do. You know what moves they gonna make, and we gonna go from there.
They ain't
Yeah, go
gonna
ahead.
make none. Actually, they can't afford to make any.
You said they
All
can't
them
afford to.
people,
Why you think that?
because
Oh,
all the
okay.
people they
Yeah.
gotta pay. They gotta pay Nick, Kelly Oubre, PJ Washington. Um, I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Miles Bridges.
Well, he didn't play.
And
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Somebody else, right? Yeah.
then they still got I heard Bryce got a 4-year deal. I don't know the money exactly, but they paid him.
They paid them. Okay. Well, what? How much they pay them?
I don't know. I just like a couple of months ago, I think it was. I remember they said they
Oh.
signed him.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting this off season, though.
It would
You
have been
know.
interesting if they would have got Terry Rozier out of here and Gordon, but not anymore.
I say keep. I say get rid of Gordon, keep Terry Rozier because I think he got good chemistry with LaMelo. They get Miles Bridges back. That they'll be 1, 2, 3 punch. Because
Terry shouldn't
why do you
He's a
think Terry?
six
Why you?
just like Kelly
He's a
is.
six.
Hey man, he needs to be on the bench.
Kelly
And you need a
Oubre.
for that starting lineup too, or just in general.
Let me see. Kelly Oubre is a small forward anyway. I think Kelly Oubre he can play. He does like on defense just a little bit. He could play if he wanted to, but I think he just like then he
And
do
that's
what everybody else do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's
Half-ass play
another
defense.
yep, agree. Defense, I just think you got a whole bunch of guys that score first. Nobody want to pass. And then I'm interested to see how it works. I don't think Miles Bridges is starting. Even if they bring him back, he'll probably be coming off the bench with Kelly.
Oh, he ain't never comes off the bench. He ain't never coming off the bench.
You would bench, let me right. You would bench PJ for Bridges.
Miles Bridges will start any or start them two together. So your starting five, you got LaMelo, you got Terry Rozier, you got okay, you got okay, you got PJ Washington, okay, Miles Bridges. That should be your then whoever the center is, that's gonna be your starting five right there. Then
Six
I got
players.
no LaMelo, Terry Rozier, PJ Washington, Miles Bridges, and whoever the center gonna be. That's your starting five right there.
No, that's terrible. You don't have enough 3-point shooting.
Oh yeah. Hey, Lamelo got the three. He got better. He can shoot the three. Tay Rozier can shoot it now. He gotten better. Let me see. Miles Bridges was decent at the three. He shot it 30-some% before. I mean,
Below
last year, 37% from three. You know,
below average. And I want LaMelo
30,
to do something besides shoot threes all game, 15 threes a game.
uh,
If he don't be doing that, he goes to the rack and miss. He has an in-between game. He just don't use it.
yeah, we know that. Yeah, to me, he got all the tricks in the bag. He just choose what he gonna do and what he not gonna do at certain times. In the game.
And then you gotta have good spacing too. Because we not benching Gordon Hayward. We already know that. And of course Terry's not going to the bench.
Oh, that's right. That's what you can't bench. You can't bench him. Like I said, I was going to say bench his ass, but you know they can't. They're not going to do that. So yeah. So that South Five we was talking about, that's not going to happen. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like in some of the games this year, I was about to say Kupchak. Whatever the coach name is, his name is
Clifford.
Clifford.
Oh, C. Clifford. Yeah, C. Clifford. Yeah.
To me, he tried to experiment a little bit with having LaMelo off ball. I don't see how that's going to be accomplished when Terry Rozier ain't interested in doing so and playing that point guard role and the second playmaker in that starting lineup. So that's a whole issue in itself.
Tell you what, you play point guard. Oh man, that's not gonna happen. If that's the case, you need to bring James Booker name back up and let him be the starting point guard. Then, if that's the case,
But he's not a point guard though. He's clearly shown that he's not good as far as the general. His scoring is okay, but he's not one either. That's my issue with this team. Stop getting players and trying to turn them into point guards. I told you. That's why they gonna keep Dennis Smith. I can see that coming right now. That's the worst defense in the league, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The worst defense. Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams up there in the defense. I don't think Lakers up there, their defense is bad. Charlotte, their
Now,
defense is bad.
I just
I
feel like
mean,
go ahead.
well, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. What you think?
I don't say like Mark Williams definitely helps the defense be better, but you still need other guys to defend. And it's an effort thing. And I just feel like some guys on this team, when they don't get the attention from a scoring perspective, they kind of like, well, I'm gonna let this guy move past me. And I've watched Terry Rozier for 3 years now, hardly pick up fouls. Like he'll literally step out the way or let a guy go past him, so he don't foul out. Gordon Hayward is the same way. And people be out there thinking that they defending when they really not. They letting these guys go past them, and that's my whole ordeal. LaMelo ain't perfect on defense, but it's just like, how frustrating is that you letting your guy because you don't foul out.
Yeah, LaMelo fouled out a couple of times this year, even when he was playing. So, cause he was trying to play defense. So, yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah. But as long as I see LaMelo in year 4 come in, I don't care about him taking the threes or, going to the rim. He's supposed to. And I want him to get to the line. That's important. But I also don't want him to rely on his 3-point shots. Like 15 threes, that's crazy.
I mean, if he take them, and he got them, he got to take them. I guess he going to be working on that in the offseason. He been working on that shot. Melo is a gym back. So, you're going to even shoot better this season coming on around.
I think his percentage is fine from three this year. It's everywhere else. Like when I looked at his numbers for shots in the mid range, like he just don't take them. It's either 3-point shots or he go to the rim.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. He takes them only if he really want to take them.
That's my only complaint. If
I mean,
he can start, I'm cool. I don't care how many threes you take.
he's 6'7", so he's 6'7", and he could get the. So he gonna cause matchup or he get him damn near any shot he wants. So yeah, he gonna be all right, I believe.
I'm not worried about Bridges. I know he been out for a whole year. He, of course, gonna have, which I think he's still in game shape. The last time I seen footage, he looked still in shape still. So, and of course,
Yeah, is Charlie really gonna bring him back or can some other team pick him up? Because he right now, you are we sure about that?
you said who gonna pick who up?
I said, is Charlotte K? They can still get Miles Bridges back, right? Or can he go somewhere or can the other team pick him up? That's what I'm thinking about because nobody got him, so he ain't with nobody. So can some other
Yeah,
team actually pick him up if Charlotte don't
yeah,
get him?
yeah,
Hypothetically,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had to think about that for a minute too. We was talking about if they get him back, though. Yeah,
But because it's interesting, like if they take Brandon Miller, okay, I don't see them taking Gordon Hayward out the starting lineup, and are you not gonna bring back Kelly Oubre? Like, what you gonna do there? Or is Bridges not coming back? What's gonna happen if they do the smart thing and they take Brandon Miller? Is my question.
what position does he play? Is he a small forward?
Brandon Miller, yes.
Okay. You ain't start him over Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward gonna be instead your starting on small forward then.
And then from the point guard's perspective, I think his name is Amon. I've heard somebody pronounce it that way, and man, uh, but whatever his name is, the Thompson twin, that's the point guard. Okay, like to me, I would probably bring him off the bench as my secondary playmaker because of his lack of offense. But like Martin, how are they going to value Cody Martin as far as him getting his minutes in because he got paid. He been unhealthy virtually this whole year. I think Book Knight should play over him. I don't know about Bryce, but it's just little stuff like that. Like, you need a playmaker. So if you do the right thing and get that said playmaker, how do you work that playmaker into your rotation, especially one that's not as skilled on offense as some of the players I named?
Yeah. Hey, who's the blackest dude on the team on the show right now? What's the black dude? Because I think he's still asleep, but he got game. But if they cooperate him a little bit more, he could be a really good asset for Charlotte. What's the blackest dude on that team? I forgot that dude's name. Um,
What, Maladon or
yeah,
Smith?
Maladon. Yeah, Maladon is pretty decent. Actually, I think he can play. Said he just got to get I think more playing time. Maladon is actually decent. He got a
But
decent game too.
again, where are you going to fit them in at when the top
That's
of
what
your
I'm saying.
bench
Yeah.
has Miles Bridges if you bring him back and Kelly Oubre plus Cody? You got to play him because you paid him. And who would be next? Oh,
Well,
and you paid Bryce, and you got Book Knight. Like how? Like where? It shouldn't be this
you gotta
confusing
have a
because
good.
I would take.
You gotta have a good bench. You gotta have a good bench then. You okay? Because it has. Yeah. Go ahead.
So who would be your let's say this team next year makes the play-in tournament. You know that a lot of coaches shorten their bench. So who's your 7 to 8 guys that you bringing off the bench including the rookie draft pick, if you're gonna put him on your bench instead of in the jig league, who you bringing? Who's your top 7 to 8 guys?
Okay, let's say for instance, okay, if it was up to me, my starting five, of course, is gonna be the Lamelo is gonna be Table Rozier, okay, and it's gonna be PJ Washington at the small forward. We got Miles Bridges at the power forward, and I got Melodon at the well, I guess he gonna be your center. Then I guess I don't know who else the center is, but that'd be my starting five right there. Now, the bench is gonna be James Bouknight. James Bouknight. Maybe Brad Miller if they get this dude. Okay, we could talk about Gordon Hayward. We could talk about you know what I'm saying. Maybe you want to fit Cody Martin in there somewhere if we get in there, and then the other 2 or 3 guys it's a toss up. Man.
So, dang, okay, Nick. I keep forgetting about Nick Richards, man.
Just say Nick Richards. He gonna be your toss up between them rotation guys. That's what I said. Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be your toss up right there. So yeah, so they can experiment there, but who's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Here's about your second unit.
What about PJ?
Like when you sit them guys up.
PJ, because you didn't pay
PJ
most likely play PJ. What you gonna do with PJ?
He's starting. He's gonna be your small forward.
PJ is small forward.
Yeah, that's his position, man. Yeah.
No, his position is power forward. PJ plays.
Well, we're gonna put him in the power. We're gonna put him at power forward. Then Miles Bridges is gonna be at the small forward. Then whoever your center gonna be, then that's who it's gonna be. Then it's gonna be LaMelo and Terry Rozier at the guards. So there you go. That's who.
Off your bench.
It was up to me. Yes, he come off the bench. Yes.
So Gordon is your 6th man basically.
Well, he gonna be my 6th man. He gonna be with the second unit.
So you got a good Gordon, Kelly. You gonna play Kelly?
Yeah, you got James Bouknight. Yeah, Kelly Oubre. Yeah, you gonna have
So James is gonna be your point guard running that second unit. What position you gonna put Miller at? The power forward spot?
You know what I'm saying? I'll put Melodon right there. I'll put Melodon. No, let me see. Melodon gonna probably be starting. It was up to me. Melodon starting at the center. Okay, but yeah, you gonna have to put Brad Miller at the power forward, but you're gonna have to get big down there a little bit.
You got 2 small forwards playing power forward. That's terrible.
Hey, this is an NBA. It's about adjustments now. So you better adjust.
So, Chuck, are you asking him, is Gordon gonna be the 6th man or the point guard of that second unit?
He ain't gonna be the 6th man. He gonna be starting with the second unit. You know what I'm saying?
So he's just not gonna be. So you gonna pay a guy 30, almost 32 million or 32 million to come off somewhere in your bench?
Okay, look at it this way: you want to win or you want to lose. Hey, that's why I come down to my starters, then my second unit. I care how much money you getting. It's about, hey, do you want to win? Do you want to make it to the playoffs, or do you?
His agent's going to complain.
Well, that's part of that. Well, that's part of life. Everybody complaining about something. You know.
I agree, but I understand.
If agents don't like it, if agents don't like it, guess what? We gonna work on the trade. We gonna get them out of here. Bitch, you should be trying to get them out of here anyway.
You most likely gonna have to buy him out, because if you trade him, that's 15% that goes onto your cap.
To your you right. Yeah, you right. So yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting. That would be my starting five, then my second unit. I mean, if it was up to me, if I was over there, the owner or somebody running their team, yeah, I would do that. We gonna see what kind of moves they make in the off season though. We don't know what the moves they're gonna make yet. It's gonna be very interesting though. So you think they're gonna pay most of these guys, or you think they're gonna let them not pay them and take a chance on getting some new people? What you think?
Kelly Oubre said he want to come back, so they're gonna bring him back. They let go of McDaniel. Well, they didn't let go. They traded McDaniel, so PJ is certainly coming back. Martin's been unhealthy this year. Nick is interesting to me. I don't know, like, I think that's irrelevant because he's a center. And then because they got Kai Jones, so
So he's supposed to be a star. So is Nick Richards supposed to be a starting center?
no, Mark Williams is, but Nick is
Oh, Mark
supposed to
Williams is
be.
starting center. Okay. Mark Williams is starting. That's right. That's right. Mark Williams is starting center. Okay, there you have your starting five. Okay, yeah, that's your starting five. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. They shouldn't have this much confusion because I think some of these players are mediocre.
Yeah, some of them, yeah, like I said, that starting five I mentioned is that'd be a nice starting five, but yeah, but you can't get like you said though, go and get all that money though. You can't 30 million. You can't pay him to come off the. You can't tell me, oh, he got to come off the bench now. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I'm not worrying. I told you I don't care. I just not gonna surprise me what they do. I was on a message board for the Hornets. They excited about their second round picks that they got. I said, wow.
What kind? Who are they picks? I'm very interested. What positions are they got? Because I ain't never been over there, no boy. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
what did you see over
they
there?
on the message
I
board
mean,
I was looking at, they was more excited about the 2 second round picks that they had than a possible top 5 lottery pick.
oh, they projecting. Okay, okay.
I'm like, wow. I said, see, they
I hope
drafting
they not go.
fear.
What it means positions they're going for. Did you see on the message
Um,
board?
anything that we name, they feel like the small forward position needs to be upgraded. But they mentioned that Kelly wants to stay. Miles Bridges is a question mark. Some, said that they wouldn't bring him back. Others said they would bring him back. Uh, it shouldn't be no confusion at that small forward position if you would have got rid of Gordon Hayward. And then the 2 guard position came up because some of them are realizing Terry needs to be off the bench or off the team. Most of them want him off the bench though. But I forgot what 2 guard they wanted to draft.
You know what? You got. Let's clear the air for 1 second, Jay. Table J and them got to been to a deep playoff run before, so I think he deserved what he getting right now. That
Another team
some
wouldn't
people say he
start.
shouldn't get.
He wouldn't even start
Yeah,
off with Zach LaVine. He'll be off the bench on any other team in the league.
yeah. He didn't even start for Boston. Yeah, I had to think about that for a second. He didn't even start with the Boston Celtics when he was over there. He was a six man.
It ain't nothing to his
Yeah.
game. I just feel like they feel that he's a 6 man.
Right. I mean, they feel that way, but I believe he's a capable starter though. But if he come off the bench, that's not a bad thing either because I mean that does fit him too because but you know
Yeah, but I don't know what two. Oh, it was one of the twins that they was talking about drafting and starting at the 2 because of the playmaking and bringing them off the bench. But I think they should draft a small forward though. But then it's
man.
just like if you want to come back and you got a guy that wants to come back, and he been solid this year.
He's been solid. Always been solid. I mean, I liked him since he came into the league. I think he always been solid. It's about he get his fair chance. He always been solid for
And
me.
then PJ, as much as I would like to trickle him off to another team, Now I got to think about drafting the power forward. Same message board. They said Walker. I don't know how to pronounce Walker's first name. And then Cameron Whitmore, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. They was talking about drafting him. It's just interesting.
You know what though? I know. You know what? I have a feeling of why they doing what they're doing now. That it's kind of be clear picture. They're doing all this just in case LaMelo don't be on the team next year. I think because it's a 50-50 chance that they're not gonna pay this young man, and he gonna end up either they're gonna let him walk or let him walk and get to another team, or he gonna no, he's not walk. He gonna be a free agent. So. So maybe they're doing that just in case. Maybe they're doing that just in case they already know that Melo might end up leaving.
In that case, the best player to me that you draft is Miller.
Well, I think if they smart, they will do that this year. If they smart.
If you know LaMelo Ball doesn't want to stay. Because if Wembanyama, I know people feel like Scoot, and if Scoot is available, you take Scoot too, but they're not getting Wembanyama. I don't see it.
Wembanyama, who got the less wins this year? It ain't the Magic, but it's somebody else. Somebody got less wins this year. Only got won 15 games. Somebody got a good chance of getting them.
I like that. They don't. I wish they did it like the NFL, but whatever. They don't do it that way. Right now, it's in this exact order: it's Detroit, Houston, and San Antonio.
And you know what? That's crazy. You know what's crazy about the NBA? Even though those teams are in order like that, that's still not guaranteed. That's still not guaranteed because you know how they rig them. They can rig them drive. They can rig them picks a little bit. You know how they do. So yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting. So San Antonio, I know Greg Popovich loves to have him though. And Greg Popovich, he ain't gonna even retire, even though he's supposed to retire this year.
The Hornets right now have a 12% chance of getting the number 1 pick.
Yeah, and I know LaMelo would like that if he could get Wembanyama on the squad. I know what I'm saying, but shit, that's a 12% chance. That's a good. That's okay. That's decent, but that's not really
I think they fall.
promising.
They can fall as far as 7, but be as high as 4. They lost 52
Who was the one
games.
Who they lost 52 games? You said who lost 52 games? Yeah, what's the thing you talking about? What?
No, I thought the Hornets. It was San Antonio that I was looking at.
Oh, damn! They lost 52 games out of what? They only won what? 20 games, something like that. Or did they?
They won 19.
Oh yeah. Damn, that's terrible.
It'd be nice if they. I felt better when they was in the top 2, but I'm not as confident.
All they gotta do is lose the rest of these games, and they almost guaranteed to get them. But I mean, if they really trying to tank down, really, shit.
Like Portland tried to take. Like really, y'all took too long to tank. That'd be the Hornets year if they get the 7th pick this year. That's crazy.
Damn, so the number one seed is going to somebody like one of the worst. Yeah, I think some Whoever give him Rihanna, is gonna be happy.
I hope Detroit get him. Honestly,
Detroit need. I mean, Detroit ain't really that bad, but Detroit they could use them right now. If they give them that, you know how happy Detroit would be. What if New York get them? I know the NBA. I know. That'd be a lot of people happy in New York if they could get Wembanyama over there. Oh
Not
man,
possible.
can you imagine that?
It's not possible because one of their picks is Dallas. Dallas gonna make the playoffs or play in whatever they choose to do.
Yeah,
And then where is they pick? Where is they pick at? And they didn't trade it. I don't think, or maybe they did. Was I don't see New York's pick, and I don't remember them trading it either. Only I could have sworn they had 2 first round picks this year. Oh well, I don't know what happened to they pick for this year. I don't even see it.
yeah. You said the standings. Yeah, I'm looking at the picks. Yeah,
Where can I go? Because I know I'm not tripping. I could have sworn when I looked earlier in the year, I seen them with either 2 or 3 first round picks. Where's they pick at? Oh,
Dallas.
Portland got that pick. That's why.
Oh, Portland got a pick. So yeah, now Portland's going to make the play in, right? I think they're gonna make the play in this shit. They're gonna make the. Then
They
Portland
decided
is. Let me
to
look at
take at the
that.
last minute.
They're gonna decide to
So
take it. That's crazy though. That you just start taking at the last minute. I mean, they was actually winning some games. Oh,
they trying to win, but build a new team with Lillard and not Jokic, Nurkic.
I thought they building around Anthony Simmons because that's gonna be your that's gonna be the
You
future.
can't, you can't do that if Lillard won't leave.
Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at the Eastern Conference. Okay, the Knicks in the top five, so the Knicks ain't definitely gonna get them. They the fifth seed right now. And they won 42 games. So yeah, the Knicks and the Cavaliers 4, Celtics 3, Sixers 2. Yeah, Bucks are the number one team in the East. Like yeah, so the Nets are damn. That's crazy, yo. The Nets are number 6 right now. They're gonna the Heat number 7, Hawks is 8. Okay. Yeah, Bulls, they end up playing the Raptors, Pacers, Wizards. So yeah, yeah. Detroit got a good chance. They 15th place. Charlotte 14th place. Magic could give them a yana, but they got Bobo in them over there. If they gonna keep and all them other guys, then they're gonna keep the team they got. Make some adjustments. Looking at the standings. Let me see who's going on in the rest. The Nuggets are number 1 in Asia. The Kings. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice playoffs coming up, man. The Suns are number 4. Clippers 5. Clippers going in there. Mavericks is 6 seed. Well, Warriors 7 seed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Thunder 8.
Dex, I
Yeah.
like your imagination because that would never happen.
What they say?
He said Victor headed to the Bulls. That can't happen. The Magic
That's wishful thinking. I think that you said the Bulls have even fight have the idea about him going to New York. I said that would be nice if New York was to get him. I'd love to see New York get Victor Wembanyama if that was possible. I think he'd be a good fit over there with Bronson and them guys.
impossible.
Yeah,
It's impossible because New York's pick
you know.
is out of the lottery, and
Yeah,
the Bulls. Okay, the Bulls pick is still within the lottery, but it's no way they're gonna climb that high.
yeah. You gonna give Wembanyama? But that's wishful thinking. Bulls, it'd be man, that'd be nice, but
And the Bulls will have to own their pick. I think the Bulls pick is top 5 protected or top
top
3.
5.
Let me see what the protection is on this pick. No, it's top 4. It's top four protected.
Oh, protected. Okay. Yeah, the Blazers they had 13th place, so the Blazers they take so they gonna try to tank. Well, that's stupid though. Even though if they could win going to winning streak, they could actually get to play them. But I guess if you say they're trying to tank like you say they are, they're not gonna try to win no more games. I guess. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
Rockets the Rockets at the top in 15th place. So hell, the Rockets might give you Yonder, but I don't think they're gonna get them though.
the thing
I
about the
just
Rockets is they drafted Jabari Smith last year. And
so.
Sengun, I'm happy that I know how to pronounce the last name now. Sengun is flourishing. I think you take Victor too, but at the same time, like you gotta trade one of them.
So there ain't no way they
Sengun.
can keep both of them. There ain't no way they can
They
keep
can't
both of them.
keep all three of them. They can't keep all three of them. Sangoon plays the 4 and 5, I think. Smith plays the 4 and 5 for that team, I think. And then you got Victor. Victor said he wanted to play the 4, so you don't have to worry. But you can't.
Hey, Robert Yonder. The only thing, my only concern about him is I hope he put on some more weight. That's all. So he beef up a little bit. I just hope he
Yeah,
we're
it's
gonna
gonna
do
take him
that.
some.
I hope he put some more. I hope he beef up a little bit. That's my only concern about Wimbyana.
Yeah, I just seen a video of Chet Holmgren. He looked a little bit bigger, but not that much bigger.
Oh, Chet Holmgren, yeah, him too. I forgot about him. He's supposed to be in the draft. Who he's protect? What pick? What pick is he projected to go?
Chet already got drafted. He with the OKC.
He will OKC. Okay, he's over there. OKC a decent team. They're definitely gonna be decent for
He
next
gonna
year.
be
So they.
uh, he gonna be counted as a
Well,
rookie next year because he was injured his rookie season and he didn't play any games. So
okay. Oh yeah, OKC a good team. You got long to keep Shea Gillis Alexander. They're gonna be fine. And a couple other guys they got, some other guys they got, they're gonna be okay. Then see, okay. Speaking of OKC Thunder, actually, they're doing good this year. They're number 8, so they're going to the playoffs. So like, they're going to hang on and go to the playoffs. Depending on they win some more of these games here. So they're gonna be all right.
so the Lakers pick is lottery protected. So is the the Pelicans pick. That's good for them.
Uh,
The Lakers
Even, even,
lottery.
even, even the Pelicans fans talking about, man, they could give him Brianna. I know that'd be nice for New Orleans to get him. Yeah.
No, 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 no. That's not good.
That's not gonna happen though. You already know. Uh, yeah, we know that's not. We know that's not gonna happen. It'd be nice. It'd be nice though. It'd be happy. A lot of Pelicans fans would be happy right now. Or what?
I
Uh,
wonder if the Lakers gonna trade that pick or are they gonna take a player.
Hell, you never know. LeBron James may be trying to talk his organization and trying to get remember y'all and try to pull some strings. Who knows?
They don't
Because
even
low key,
have.
I heard I heard low key they're gonna trade Anthony Davis from the Lakers. I heard I've been hearing the rumors a lot. You know what I'm saying? It might just happen.
With Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, that's hilarious.
I think LeBron James now low key. I've been hearing about LeBron James gonna get Anthony Davis out of there. He gonna get his ass out of there though. You know,
Mm.
I can't
I
blame
think
him.
uh, that's all I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the new the NFL draft to start, and then I'm waiting on baseball starts. Oh Lord, I'm not ready for to start.
Baseball, oh yeah, baseball season. I don't watch a lot of baseball. I do watch it. every now and then I catch a highlight of the Cubs or the Sox or maybe
It's too many games. I
maybe
just wait until the playoffs.
the Braves. Yeah, that's 162 games. So yeah, they got a lot of games over there. You know, I want to see what they do on hockey. I want to see what the hockey. I don't even watch a lot of. I don't even watch hockey either. I catch it every now and then, highlights and
I
stuff
try
like
to
that.
watch hockey in the playoffs too, but I never know when they season start. I happen to turn it ESPN and I see a game on, I stop to watch it, but I don't know when they season start and when it end and when the playoffs and stuff start.
Yeah. I like soccer to a certain degree. I like to see Brazil teams like Brazil or some get down depending on who it is. Sometimes I catch it here and there.
Yes. Only thing I don't get to catch because you got to pay for it is boxing. I
Oh
just
yeah,
not.
the best of the
I don't
best,
know
the best of the
boxing
best
is
come on.
boring, but I'm not about to pay for that. I get to watch all these other sports on regular television.
I seen Floyd Mayweather getting the ring recently boxing in the overseas. Hey, he still got it, bro. That dude still got it. Floyd Mayweather, man, that dude still got it. You know, Floyd Mayweather proved that he was the best, so he undefeated.
I'm glad a lot of
Yeah,
people excited though. It's something about this draft class.
I heard it's
Yeah, they
deep. The draft is supposed to be deep this year, so that's what I'm hearing.
I don't
So
I honestly don't feel that way. After looking at some of these guys, what I see is a lot of players that you don't have to take your time. Like Keontae Johnson. I mean John ooh, I think I said his I know his first name is Keontae. George. Like the way I hear people talk about him, he's Kelly Oubre at the two guard position. Very efficient. And I'm like, but he's still a lottery pick. And then you got Grady Dick from Kansas. He looks like to me he gonna end up being what's the name that got injured that's in Boston? Gallinari or Gordon Hayward type. I'm not in favor of taking those guys in the lottery, but whatever.
you know
Like
what
it's
though?
just
You said God. Hell, fuck it. Hey, if you could get I trade going here, I get Gallinari. I wouldn't mind getting Gallinari over there. Shit, well, that would never happen though. Shit.
yeah. And then Black, his team is talented, but they talking about like I see what they see, and then I hear people talking about Gigi Jackson. I like him, what I seen and stuff.
Yeah.
Chris Murphy, Keegan Murray's twin Keegan, sorry, Murray's twin. Like it's Jet Howard from Michigan. It's just interesting to me.
You know what though? I want to. You know what? Watch out for some of those sleepers that nobody talking about. Some of them guys they not talking about, and they get picked up. They're gonna be some of the best guys. You're gonna be like, damn, where did he come from? There is a couple of guys they're not talking about. But they sleepers though, because but they're gonna surprise a lot of folks.
Yeah, like San Antonio did when I forgot
Yeah.
they ain't even got him no more. I forget get the guy that they drafted. Dang. Like I'm just excited. But it's nothing tops the NFL draft to me. I just think it's better. The NBA draft is dry.
Well, there ain't nobody worth talking about. There ain't really nobody out there is worth the hype. I guess like it was the last year or the year before. Uh,
Yeah, I don't care how bad the NFL draft is. It's lit to me every year.
I'm interested in what the Bears gonna do. What the picks the Bears
Me
gonna
too.
pick. I heard they got some good. I'm interested in what they're gonna do. It's gonna be very interesting But then because they would need that Mac go, I was like, man, what the hell they let him go for? But okay.
The Bears gonna be the Bears. That's one thing about it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the Chiefs to have some competition, some legit competition. Oh, and I don't know what's going on in what's the name with Lamar Jackson. I just don't understand.
I think you know what though. I think I don't know, man. Sometimes I think some of these guys get a bad rep or something mysterious. Something mysterious happened to these guys all of a sudden because maybe they didn't do certain things or somebody didn't like. I don't know. It's complicated. I think yeah, good. If quarterback good as he is, you think, man, what's up with him? You know.
Mhm.
Well, Green Bay Packers don't know. They look like Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna be their quarterback. Aaron Rodgers talking about going somewhere else. He's supposed to be play. I think he said he wanted to play for the Jets or somebody. I'm not sure if that's the team that says he's gonna
Why
play
he
for. But he wanted to play for the Jets or somebody. I'm not. I got to look back into that because that's what I've been hearing.
I just don't I don't like watching the NFL though. That's one thing about it when it's clear like I don't like to see I like to see good defenses, but clearly we can't see that no more because from football to basketball, even baseball, it's support. They believe in if you the more offense, the better the ratings.
Yeah, that kind of sucks to me. I think defense, yeah, defense. Yeah, I think that's been put to the side a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
but
I don't get that. I was like that's just teaching people to play the wrong way, thinking that they don't have to like defense is boring. And in football, it's no excuse because you literally got 11 other guys on the on the other like what is that about?
yeah, that's true. That's true. Like down, like for the ratings. So yeah, you know, it's all about the ratings now. So yeah,
Yeah, I can't believe how like the league like it's crazy. I don't know how people find this entertaining.
you know what for ratings. You know, like I said, like in the NBA this year, I got Golden State. Even though Golden State might not look like they're gonna win the back, I, I believe they're gonna be in. I believe they're gonna be in the finals again this year. That's just in my opinion. You know.
Like even when the Clippers played the Kings and people was joking around and stuff, but the final score. This is basketball. I don't want to see basketball 175 and all that. That's stupid. Just like in college, I don't
Yep.
want to college football. I don't want to see 60-point football games. Like that proves nothing to me. It just proves that neither team had a good defense. Like it's just weird.
Hey, what's going on, Purple Baby? Thanks. Like, I agree with you, Purple Baby. But look here, though, Purple Baby.
What's
Look,
up, Uncle Vern? What's good with you? What's good with you,
what's
Uncle
going
Vern?
on?
What's happening?
Who is that, Chance?
No, it's California, bro. You know
Oh,
me.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
happening, bro? I'm sorry, bro.
What's
I'm sorry. Uh,
what's
uh,
good? What's
uh,
good? It's all good.
It's good. It's all good. Hey, thank you for having the Purple Baby all night. I've been listening to y'all, but I just couldn't get through because flight been taking care of business. Flight always taking care of business. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, Purple Baby, you right though, but the Purple Baby what got me on the right track is this right here. I've been watching a lot of college football though, but not a lot of it, but especially what Prime doing what Prime Time doing out there in Colorado, right? And I understand right now, it's just like you were saying, Purple Baby, them cornerbacks really in defense is what make up a lot of good teams, and they can do that in the pros, but it's hard to do it in the pros like that because they don't focus that much on cornerbacks and the defensive backs like that. So they don't pay them a lot, so they're not shining like that a lot. Usually in the pros, it's the receivers and the quarterbacks and the offensive line and the defensive line like that. But in college it's a different thing. It's a different animal in college, and you see a whole lot of good players to be coming um into the college ranks. You understand me? That's ready to play, and they're ready to play for years. But the college, that's where I started getting turned back on at Purple Baby with that. As far as football goes, not really with the pros because it's like I said, it's a different animal. But in college though, them young boys coming out, they playing real good. They trying to make a name of them for themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. I
yeah,
just miss it. That's all. Like for the Chiefs to do what they did, like it was just weird. They defense was ass, like
right.
all season, and it was just like really. I imagine like the Ravens from like what I think it's 10 years now, or it might have been less than 10 years, or the Steelers defense and stuff like that. Like just I'm here to see a good defense. To me, it's more interesting a good defense and a good offense just going back, or two good teams just in a general sense that's good on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more
But
interesting. See,
hey, look. Without the young man who was just talking to the young man who was just talking to Delphani. And look,
Yeah.
I was contemplating too, because you know Aaron Rodgers is my boy, right? And like you said, he playing with the Jets now. So what do I do? Give up Green Bay now? Because Green Bay really wasn't my cup of tea, but I understood I love Aaron Rodgers. You understand what I'm saying? What am I gonna do now though? Because I'm contemplating now. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna let Aaron go because he over with the Jets?
Yeah, you
Can
gotta
you
be one
help
for the
me?
Jets. You gotta be one
Huh?
for your Jets now. You gotta be one for the Jets because Aaron Rodgers your guy.
No
Hey,
man.
shit.
Man.
You gonna be Aaron Rodgers go. It's just like Lamelo. If Lamelo leaves Charlotte and go to the Lakers, y'all go. And our fans gonna leave the Charlotte and go and follow Lamelo to the Lakers.
Hey, hey, you, you know what would have helped me? You know what would have helped me? Though?
Yeah.
This one would have helped me. The reason why I got left the Bears alone. Now, you understand this? The reason why I left the Bears alone because they signed Jay Cutler to that multi-million-dollar contract, and I didn't understand it. But I said it's all right, Bears. I never talk to y'all, see y'all, or watch y'all again. And then I said I'm gonna mess with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers be beating up on the Bears. I'm just gonna be happy while he beat up on the Bears. and now, if he'd have went to the Bears, that'd fulfill both. That'd do the whole 360. I go back to the Bears and still be with my favorite player. But no, he go over there to the New York Jets. Man. I mean, to the New York Jets, bro. I don't get it,
Yeah.
Aaron. But it's all right, though. That's all right. But yeah, like I said, bro, I'm conflicted with that, man. I don't know what to do about that. I got to talk to my psychiatrist next time I see her.
The New York Jets, man, he gonna get them to the Super Bowl. That's what he gonna try to do.
The Jets.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I gotta get a, I gotta get the whole, I gotta get a whole new outfit. And you know, the Jet
Oh
colors
man.
and the Jet colors and the Packer colors, they really don't go together, bro. It's like it's a big difference. It might look the
Uh,
same, but it's a big difference.
oh man, yeah, you gonna be shopping, man. You gotta get some shoes to go with them too, man. Oh
Oh
man.
man, I'm telling you, bro, I gotta get one of them, bro. I'm telling you, it's rough out here. Yeah, Purple
Yeah.
Baby, it's rough. It's rough trying to follow these teams out here. Yeah, it's rough trying to follow. But y'all had a good show tonight, man. I've been listening to y'all. I've been listening to y'all all night. I was listening to y'all when Phonics was on. Bless his soul. He's sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but when Phonics, you fool, I was gonna call. I wanted to call in to him and tell him. Phonics made up there and said he won't tell you. He said it's all right if Steph Curry be hurt, but it ain't all right for the other guys to be hurt. Phonics, if you hurt, you hurt. Dog. Ain't nobody. I'm just saying, even if your toe hurt for 2 weeks, goddamn, your toe is gonna hurt for 2 weeks. It's gonna be in 2 weeks that your toe go stop, but it's gonna hurt. If you hurt, you hurt. You can't help. You man, go get it. Yeah, I heard what he said. That
Yeah, man. Yeah, we was talking about Victor Wembanyama, where he gonna go. What team got is gonna be able to got a good chance of really getting him?
Charlotte gonna get it. Charlotte got the best chance in the world to get him. If the
Wembanyama?
if the basketball guys work out like they've been working out, Charlotte got
Yeah, he's like the
Charlotte got
basketball
a
guy.
Charlotte got a better chance than anybody else. I'm just saying. If it comes down to a lottery pick, I'm just saying. If my name is up in that bowl 100 times almost more than yours is, some chances of my name
Yeah,
up to go be.
Amy saw you a couple of millions to do something. They make sure I get them.
Yeah.
He ain't never lied, bro. That's it be happening like that too.
Yeah,
It's been up.
and then that all works out. See, I'm not really too concerned about what's going to happen with Melo out there in Charlotte because I'm saying good things for Melo wherever he go, and I really don't really want him to be out there in Charlotte anyway. But Lonzo is going to be the one though. I want to find out what's going to happen with Lonzo because Lonzo got so much ahead of him, bro. So much ahead of him. He got so much ahead of him. He could be doing right now. He still could be going to his rapping career while he ain't even playing right now.
Oh yeah. A lot of people forget that Alonzo was he arrived because I listened to one of his first tracks. Yeah, him and his brother.
Yeah, and he got bars.
He got some bars.
He could be doing things, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. This business opportunities out here in this world, man. Lonzo could be hooking up, and Lavar could be doing the same thing. Be hooking up with these people, be doing this thing and move that brand, man. I'm telling you, man, that's what they doing. They doing it in the background. I heard somebody was saying that Lavar over in where Romania or some goddamn where Poland somewhere.
They were talking about that earlier.
Somebody said he doing a pop-up shop somewhere in another country or something. But that's what it is. That's what it's about, man. It's about the business, man. It's about that brand, man. You got to move that brand, man. And then I was glad to hear that Chicago, and I already knew they was gonna stick with him anyway. They got to, man, because they understand Zoe's game. Zoe's game is good. Alonzo's game is real good. They really would pay to keep him around, bro. They wouldn't want to let him go because he is the answer to what they need to be done. He just have to be healthy. But he is the answer to what they have to be done. They know they don't have any doubt in their listen to me, understand this what I'm saying. They don't have any doubt in their mind. The Chicago Bulls organization, the organization don't have any doubt in their mind that Lonzo is worth every penny they paying him. They need him to be on the court, though. You understand me? But there ain't no doubt in their mind. It's like, okay, well, Lonzo, we got to wait for you. We're going to wait for you. Because you don't hear them talking about trying to get rid of nobody. Like I said, look at me, I'm telling you something. Look, they've been talking about trying to get rid of DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and everybody else. But you ain't never heard Zoe name come up in no contract dispute or coming out being traded or nothing. Because that defeats their purpose. Their purpose is to get their backcourt in order. They got to get, if anything else, I'm going to tell you, so just like with football, you have to get you a quarterback. In basketball, you got to get your point guard because you can't always have a scoring guard, point guard all the time because of the fact it's not that continuity. Like what you can't get nothing going with DeRozan and Zach LaVine and another scoring guard. You just got three guys out there touching the ball and scoring. Zoe don't bring that. Zoe brings stupidity. You know what I'm saying? He brings, he get that shit right. And they understand that. That's what they like about him. They knew that when he was in L.A. When he was at UCLA, they knew that already. That's why the Bulls were trying to go get him. You know that. Bulls been trying to get at Zoe for a minute. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. So I don't know. That's what's happening. I ain't worried too much about Melo though. Melo gonna be straight.
Yeah, what you think about the Pelicans? What you think about the Pelicans, man? They did a whole 360, huh? They were supposed to be a top 5 team, man, but they did a whole 360.
Yeah. Shout out to Jessica too. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something with the Pelicans. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? When Zion was there and he was playing and stuff like that, they was rolling right along. But just that little take away that little piece right there out of the game and stuff, and then with what's the name coming up hurt and stuff like that, you start showing your blemishes, your insecurities, your weaknesses, and that's what the Pelicans are doing right now. They not that strong. They don't have that kind of what's the name? They don't have that kind of bag up like that.
You don't got Brandon Ingram out there in Zion, right? You missing them two guys.
See, they go with Brandon Ingram. Then remember, Brandon Ingram is an offensive player. He ain't no defensive player. He ain't really stopping nothing. He's scoring. He taking up the ball and doing stuff like that, but he ain't really stopping nothing. Brandon Ingram's not a really good deep. Same way with DeRozan. See, now there you go against it. Same way with DeRozan. To a certain extent, the same way with Zach LaVine. The Bulls
But no,
got
no guys,
go
right.
ahead. The Bulls
No,
got two. Go ahead.
no, what I'm saying. I think no guys they can play defense. They really want to play defense, but I think they try to cheat on defense
Yeah,
and
they
not,
do. They do cheat. Yeah, well, it's the fact they do cheat on defense because the fact they don't want to get in foul trouble because they know every time the referee, every time you blow past, every time you look like you're gonna touch a person, the referee gonna call it blowing that whistle. So they don't want to get in foul trouble early because they're gonna be sitting on the bench, so they're gonna be taken away from their game. But they ain't gonna be stopping nobody anyway. This is the NBA. You ain't really stopping nobody, to be honest with you, like that. Defense gonna be hard to play because the 3-point line. And people shooting good in the 3-point line in the NBA. They shoot like they own it.
yeah.
For real. Yeah, they be shooting, especially like the Steph Curry types and the rest of the guys that be doing it like that, man. You already know. We don't want to leave them open. You be foolish. And then they make you pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
NBA is different. It's really kind of like. And then even with and then that show you how silly and ridiculous what's his name, Phonics, because he was saying about Luka. You know, Luka getting it. Luka been getting it for a long time. He was getting over in Europe and stuff like that. So it ain't gonna be hard for him to come to the NBA and be good like that too, because the game is wide open over here. They don't play no defense. And in the European game, they play defense over there.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. And then all he did was just learn how to just play hard and stuff because play through contact and everything. That's all Luka did. He come over. It ain't hard for a European player to come over there and shine. It ain't hard.
No. Yeah.
So it's almost 12 o'clock over here. I guess Flight gonna be coming back on in a minute. Be turning down to turn the show off.
Yeah, it's about to be 12. Yeah, almost 12 o'clock. Yeah. I know some people got to get up for work in the morning.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Some people got. Yeah, man. So yeah, the NFL draft is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting what's going to drive who the Bears going. I heard the Bears got some good picks. I don't know who they gonna get, but that's what I've been hearing. They got some good picks.
Yeah, I don't see the Bears going to the right direction, man. I don't know, because I really ain't happy with their quarterback. I don't think that much of that quarterback, but they think a lot of it. I really don't.
I don't think they're gonna let. I don't think they're letting them shine like they supposed to. That's the only thing. I think he been held back a little bit.
Bills.
Yeah, I think he hold them back a little bit though.
Yeah. I'm not really impressed with him. He can run, man, but I just don't. Like I was saying to Purple Baby about, what I'm saying, I ain't really too much with that. I gave up on the NFL teams. It's just the fact that college, I like the college teams, man. I like the young guys that's coming out, man. Especially I like them when they playing on good teams. I like to see what Colorado gonna do out there. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Colorado. What do you think about? you talking about Russell Wilson, man? I know his game been going downhill a little bit though. I think he gotta get his mind back. I think the female. I think that his wife draining him a little bit too. You know.
Oh, Russell Wilson. Oh, you talking about Denver? Yeah, Denver.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. I think he did. Yeah. I think he gonna be all right though. He gonna be all right.
Yeah. Then Denver got Denver Broncos. They got what's the name? They got a new what's the name coach?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they got a new coach too. So yeah, they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. But I never really. That's one thing. That's like kind of strange. I guess what's Russell Wilson? He had went down low like that. I guess because he had changed from another team to going out there with Denver with the Broncos. I guess that's probably like a culture change, shock to him. Because I remember him
Yeah,
when he was playing for Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin. He was putting up
yeah.
numbers.
I mean, when he was with Seattle, man, he got that Super Bowl. He was a dog, man. He lost that second year though, but he was a dog in Seattle, man. I liked him. Got that
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
I think what it is with him, he got spoiled. He just got that stardom real fast, and I don't think he was really well. You can't say he wasn't ready for it because he handled it. He had those TV, he had the shows, the sports shows and stuff like that, his podcasts and everything like that. I think what it is, he's doing too much. And then by him going out to Denver, that showed. You understand me? Because it really wasn't easy for him in Seattle. It was comfortable for him in Seattle. But then when you go to another organization, it's a change of scenery and everything like that. Yeah. It's a change of scenery. Different things are going on now. It's just like getting drafted in the middle of the season. You know, next thing one day you playing with the Bears, and then the next thing you know, you over there in Buffalo some goddamn well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way of the NFL. It's like a culture shock. And a lot of the times, those guys aren't ready for it, especially a person like him, because he played quarterback, so now he's uncomfortable. He had to come to another situation, learn how to learn these things, take the playbook on with you, read it, do everything you can. Don't beat up your wife, don't mess up the kids, and bring the playbook back. Don't let the dog eat it. And then learn the plays. I think that's what he went through. He better than that. He better than what he was doing in Denver.
Yeah. He better than what he was doing in Seattle. Yeah. He better than that. Yeah.
Well, he better than what he was doing in Denver. He wasn't. He
in
was
Denver. You're right. You're right. I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, he was in the Denver Broncos. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's where he at now.
Yeah. Denver Broncos. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be all right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City Chiefs, man. They won the Super Bowl. I don't think they're gonna win again next year, though. I don't think they're gonna do it though. But who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised because of the fact of this. They know how to do it.
Yeah, they know how to do it though. Yeah, you're right.
I'm telling you something for real though. The same way and like I said, even in college football too. Once you learn how to do something and you got the kind of players that's got the system down, it ain't really that hard to go. Even in basketball with the NBA, Golden State. I can see Golden State repeating again because they got the system down. You understand me?
Oh yeah, they got the blueprint already. So,
right. And then when you got it like that, it's kind of easy to just roll along. It'll be hard for them in the West because of the competition that's in the West. I understand that, but if you got the system down to a certain extent, you're gonna go along. You're gonna be winning those tough games because you've done it before.
Right.
Same way with what's the name them, they trying to figure it out. Same way with what's going out in with what's them out what was that Phoenix Suns? Yeah, so they trying to figure it out. Now they got KD. They try to figure it out. They try to work through KD. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll work and it turned out like they did what Golden State did with KD out there in Golden State.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they hoping for that. Worst scenario was KD be hurt during the playoffs.
Right, he gonna be back in the playoffs. He should be back. He should be back by playoffs though. I think. Yeah. But like I said, Chris Paul needs to get a ring, man. Yeah, I like to see him get one, but he gotta go out there and get it.
You gotta earn it. You gotta go out there and go get it. It ain't like you gotta get enough money and go to the store to go buy a ring. It ain't like it ain't got like he just gotta sit around and just pray and hope for one either. Like you said, he gotta get out there and go earn it.
He gotta earn that.
Hey man. Yeah. And we ain't talking about this ain't no Michael Jordan era. Anybody can get it in this era. Anybody can win a championship in this era. It ain't like no one player. Like it ain't like LeBron just holding it down all the time. Well, you got to come out like this, but you got to get past LeBron. You can get you ain't got to get past nobody now. It ain't no team in the East or the West that's holding it down like that. Golden State, to a certain extent, and look how it is.
Yeah.
Sporadic.
Right. You know what? Everybody gonna say they you know how they is. They never cared about being the number 2, the number 3, or the number 4 seed. Once they get
Right.
to the playoffs, they're gonna make it do what it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, being the number 1 seeded team, you put a lot of pressure on yourself anyway. You gotta make sure you do that in the playoffs. That's what it's gonna boil you down to.
Right.
Or number 2. Yeah.
Because like
Well,
with
I see
Golden State,
another.
Golden State won. It was how many championships won the last 10 years? What, 4 championships?
They got 4. They got 4 in the last 8 years, right? 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. But
No.
one every other year?
Right.
I mean, if you ain't got if they ain't got the formula, I mean, who do?
Right. Oh yeah, and Andrew Wiggins is coming back. He hasn't been playing, but Andrew Wiggins was on. Should be coming back soon. So he's been another key dude for that team, man. Andrew Wiggins, man. A lot of people sleep on Andrew Wiggins, man. I always thought he had game. He just needed to get a chance. You know, to really shine.
Yeah, I still think the same thing about Andre. What's his name? Wiggins. Dude, look here. He nice. I had always thought that he should have been like more consistent, especially when he was playing with Golden State.
Minnesota. Oh, okay. Yeah, he been consistent.
Not when he was with Timberwolves. I ain't cut that with
Timberwolves
because he wasn't with the Timberwolves all that long. Because they turned around.
Right.
They turned around and let him go. But when he was with Golden State, I thought that he could have been and should have been more consistent. But he was. When I realized after the season was over, he was doing everything that they wanted him to do. He was doing that because he was playing alone inside the system, and he was being very successful in doing such. So I had to change my attitude about him. I didn't think he was much when he was with the Timberwolves and anybody else. Even
that dude was good.
Understand me. This my whole attitude was there. Even when he was coming up out of Canada, even when he was in high school, right, coming up out of Canada, I always thought that him and I always equated him being a bum like I equated Anthony Bennett being a bum. Because they both came out the same area and stuff like that. But these Canadian players can't play. So I had always looked at it like that. And I wasn't impressed by what Wiggins was doing out there in Minnesota. But what impressed me was I already knew Mitchell Wiggins was and how he played. I seen how he played. Now he got down. That's how I liked his game. So then when I realized that was his son, I realized how his game was I watched him when he was playing what's his name? We played what? Kansas. Am I right? Remember?
Yeah, I think it's Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was killing them then, but he was killing them then, and I really wasn't getting him. I didn't catch it. I always equated, like I said, him with what's the name? The Canadian thing. And I didn't like Canadian players. None of them. I didn't like no Canadian players that came up out of Canada because I thought they was weak. And that was being what's the name? That was what you call it, being not racist, but stereotypes on people.
Stereotypical. Okay,
yeah.
It's all good. Yeah.
Right, and then he started, like I said, he started getting. I started showing respect for him when I found out who his father was. And like I said, Mitchell Wiggins got game. Mitch Wiggins, he got good game. Yep. But that's what it was. He just grew on me. But I like his game though. He all right.
Yeah, he decent. Yeah, he came up big for him.
What was the situation that he was out? He was out for because he was out for a while, weeks.
He been out for a little minute. He'd be back. It was some family issues or something, family matters or something like that. Yeah. So
I heard a lot of nonsense about that situation too.
Yeah,
I heard about a whole lot of I'm telling you, boy, YouTube and the internet is something, boy. These people, these basketball players, and anybody else, I'm gonna tell you, they better not post nothing. If I was them, I wouldn't post nothing.
He didn't post anything. Yeah, he didn't post
No.
anything.
I'm not talking about Mr. Wu. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about as far as watching what you're doing, as far as watching your brand, as far as watching your paycheck, as far as watching your job, as far as watching your family or anything like that that concerns you. You got to watch what you say. And the only way it can get out is you do what? Open up your mouth. And first of all, you can open up your mouth, don't make a difference until you post what it is you said. Boy, I'm telling you, they know you said it.
Especially that job my band shit going on, man. He be like, man, dude,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's it.
They'll tell you. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
boy, this ain't the same world it used to be. It used to be cold but fair. Now it's just cold and unfair. Boy, I'm telling you, a person to come up, spit in your face, and talk about your mama and want you to hit them so they can get paid.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just like, hey, I'm sorry, can I pee your mama? What?
So when you put him in the hospital, now you got to go to court and all that stuff, even though you
Boy, I'm
didn't
telling
start this shit now.
you.
Yeah,
Hey,
as soon as
look
you
here.
knock him out,
Hey,
you got to go
hey,
to court and all that shit now.
Yeah, look here. And then as soon as they wake up and they say, "Hey, yeah, baby, did you post it? Did you get it? Did you post it?" Yeah, honey, I posted. You know I did. Okay, yeah. You could take me to the hospital now. You see what I mean?
yeah.
And just think, I can understand if you ain't got nothing. If they mess with the wrong person, they gonna get beat up and don't get nothing. But you mess with the right person, you can get millions.
You get millions.
Millions.
That's the kind of world we in now. Shit, hell yeah. You know, you never lie.
I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you. Yeah, boy. But yeah, well, like I said, much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, the more money you have, the more problems you got. But it depends on who knows and who don't know. If you don't say nothing, you all right.
And
Yeah.
yep. So Biggie said that, and you know where he is now.
Yeah, you know what though? I looked into that, man. I think, I think they got rid of him because he was about to leave the label. He was about to do his own thing, and they didn't want that. So they didn't want that. So that was a hit. They put on, you know what I'm saying? So we already know what the business with that is. He's about to do his own thing. Anytime you want to do your own thing, your label they ain't gonna let you leave. They're gonna try to take you out, right? Because they losing money. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't. But Biggie wasn't. He at the time he was he wasn't thinking he was getting his fair share of the money he should have been getting paid. He was about to go do his own thing and get paid more.
Hey, I understand that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, shit. You know.
This is though. Okay, I came to that conclusion too because I saw with that one other bodyguard because I remember both bodyguards that talked about what was going on with Biggie and Puffy. You understand me? So I realized when they dropped the knowledge about that, what was going on. But this is what always had got me, and I had to understand this. It ain't nowhere in the world Suge Knight and Puffy was in cahoots to have Biggie killed. You understand me? Because this is why
Sure, they had nothing to do with that. So yeah, you know, you're right.
Okay, but when the reason why, okay, yeah, you could be right though. You see, the reason why I assume it was the Suge Knight did have something to do with it is because of the fact that the way the setup was with the white Cadillac.
Right.
You know, well, no. That white Cadillac was with Tupac and with
Tupac.
Tupac got shot. But with Biggie Small that got shot with that one guy with the what's the name with the bow tie looking like
you talking about you talking about him? I know you're talking about. I just can't think of his name right now. I know exactly who you're talking about with the bow tie.
And then he had the same resemblance as one of those policemen that worked for Suge Knight. All that whole setup right there was like LA police.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then if you say it right, see, it's a whole different situation. So I'm not saying that the situation looked better that Suge Knight did it. I'm saying the situation don't look nothing like what, like you said right now that Puffy had Biggie killed like that. It don't look like that.
Well, even his mama know that. His mama know that. His mama, even Biggie mama know that. Come on, bro. Even the mama knows. Okay, so we so
Well, I
much
can,
that yeah, like bro, I was like, man, it had to be because Biggie wanted to go do his own thing. He was coming up with he's doing two more hit. I mean, I was sure that was like 17 at the time. Was around that time. I ain't what you know what I'm saying. I was
yeah,
like, man, he was about to do two more songs, and after that, he was about to leave Bad Boy Records and go do his own thing. That's what it was coming. That's what the rumor was going on. He's about to do his own thing, and get more money because
yeah,
P
I
Diddy
heard
wasn't
that.
paying him.
I
P
heard
Diddy
that.
wasn't paying him. P Diddy wasn't really paying him like he should have been getting paid. You know.
Yeah, I know that. I know that for a fact. Yeah,
Let me
I
tell
knew
you,
that then. I know it now.
I'm put it to you like this, man. You don't have Uncle Boy, you probably knows better than I do. They took him out the game because took him out the game that big. Like we get him out, we get Biggie out the way. Jay Z no could come out. Jay Z you know have his hand put in there. We get him out the way. We could blow up. Jay Z could blow up, and somebody else could blow. You know, just that and the third. And look at it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
hey,
so
look, okay. So okay, well, help her on. You didn't make this accusation, but let me put it like that though. Okay, you
I'm
think
just putting it out there.
okay,
I,
wait, I understand. I said it. It's allegedly.
Eventually, that's how I look though. Eventually, to how when I looked at it, when I look back at the stuff and been looking up and trying to find out stuff,
Yeah.
that's what it looked like.
So,
And you really
so
think
who allegedly killed Tupac?
you know what? Hey, Uncle Vernon, I looked that up too. Yeah, he had a double there, but I'm at the it was a double there, so I don't think that was Pac. So that's just my thing. Eventually, Pac is still alive because he had a double. He had somebody else there that looked like him too, a bodyguard. I mean, a double. So
Yeah,
so I don't think that you know what I'm saying they probably got the double, but
yeah.
that's just my
I heard
in my
about he had
opinion.
I heard about he had a double too a couple of times. I heard
Yeah,
about he had a
yeah,
double
yeah,
before
yeah,
he
yeah,
got
yeah. So
killed.
he had and they was right beside each other too. So I think he had a double, yo. So that's why I believe a lot of people think Pac is still alive because he had a double there, and Pac wasn't there. And the guy you think that was Pac in the car, that was with Suge. And I think Suge low key already know that. They can't, cause Suge ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, but that was a double in there. That shot the double, not Pac. But that's a saying though. Allegedly,
Yeah, allegedly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cause anytime, cause you heard the songs though. Anytime a man keep on talking about faking his death, 9 times out of 10 he's gonna do it. So yeah, in the 7 day theory and all that stuff, allegedly, a man keep on talking about faking his death.
right.
So I don't, I don't think a person keep on making songs like that for nothing. That's my thing.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as Biggie Smalls go, you know what I'm saying? The reason why not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only reason why that's not cause the reason why that's not they ain't gonna never find out about that because mama know they already know that somebody's been protected and of course they ain't gonna never find out because they know who did it already and the people that did it is in charge. So of course nobody you ain't gonna find out exactly put it out there, you know.
Right.
But I heard 50 Cent. I heard 50 Cent and so a couple other people putting the FBI out there on P Diddy and Jay Z and try to hold them responsible for Tupac. For well, that's it, allegedly for Tupac and Biggie's death. But because if it weren't for them two guys, the rappers going forward wouldn't be able to still flourish today because there was a lot of competition with them two. You know,
All right.
so so. It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game, man. Hollywood. It's a dirty game in Hollywood, man. It's a dirty game.
Yeah, I already know. It's getting worse. Like I said, it's getting worse and worse anyway. It's gonna get a lot worse before it get better. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? The industry is a wicked place, man. It ain't just some rappers and it's in other genres too. You know what I'm saying? That stuff goes on, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it's gonna be. So sports, man, sports is gonna be very interesting, man. What's gonna happen in the football team to the back? Gonna be very interesting. Yeah, what's gonna happen with these teams, man? Even Charlotte, you was talking up here talking about Charlotte, what moves they're gonna make this year. Hopefully, that makes some good ones. So, you know, we see what the Charlotte gonna be. We gonna see what Charlotte gonna do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully,
You got all you got the rest of the you got the rest of the some of the find that out, figure that out, find that out.
Well, we was talking about me and Purple Baby was talking about if they're gonna still be able to get Miles Bridges back. That's if another team don't pick him up because actually Miles Bridges is a free agent right now. He ain't been playing. He ain't played the whole
Yeah.
year.
Charlotte still got we got a chance to sign him back. They just probably want to just put him on ice for a minute. That's just, you know what I'm saying. This season get past them. You understand me? Because I think Charlotte did more or less than wrote this season off. If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. They rest LaMelo. LaMelo ain't hurt. They try to tank. They try to tank. They shut LaMelo down for the rest of the season. And even though LaMelo could play, he not hurt.
Man. You
That
understand?
figure. Yeah. So that's why they set LaMelo down. Well, you ain't hurt, but we gonna sit you down for the rest of the season. We ain't making the playoffs no way. So
Right.
yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. So
the Victor Wembanyama, the sweepstakes with that. Why it's gonna be a surprise who get that team. But the first 5 teams got a chance to get them though. But
see,
this is where we gonna.
Right, and I want you to understand, and see, Melo ain't gonna have no problems with sitting down, neither getting some rest and everything, because he understand that. Not only just that, he understand the fact that when that young boy come out there to Charlotte, all eyes gonna be on him and Melo.
Yeah.
Well,
Charlotte got a good chance to get him. I hope Charlotte get him though. I hope Charlotte get him.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Look here, think about this too. If Melo can make his last 2 centers look like all stars, he shouldn't have no problem with making this guy look like one.
Yeah, you what?
Think about LaMelo's last 2 centers that he had and how much they succeeded up under him. I'm telling you, boy, they did real good. They love playing with LaMelo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, man.
LaMelo, this is last season, man. Hopefully, we gonna see what LaMelo next year. We don't know where LaMelo gonna go. He gonna sit or stay or go. If he go, man, I hope he go to. Hey, I hope he go to another team though. I mean, the other day he could get it, that he can win with, but you know, that would be wild.
Next season will be his 3rd season. This is his 2nd season now. He at least got 4 years.
No, 4-year contract. Yeah, contract. Yeah, 4 years next year. It's going. Yeah, he going to that.
Next year,
rookie.
year will be right. Next year will be his 3rd season. The next coming season now, because this is a sophomore season now. Then this junior season yes, a 3rd year will be next season, and then the season after that. See, the same way with Lonzo. Lonzo could be coming when he comes back in the middle or at the beginning of the next season. He'll be into his going into his 3rd year of the contract. Melo gonna be free at the same time. Lonzo gonna be free of their contracts. They both gonna be free of their contracts at the same time, the same year.
So, so he's gonna. I don't know. I doubt if he gonna play with his brother though. That'd be something, but that would not. I don't think that would happen though.
Some organization got to pay some money to get them together. Like what's the name? Like the Clippers. The Clippers be ready to make that move because they be ready to get rid of what's his name? What's the name guy? Both of them 2 dudes. They get ready to get rid of them. Both of them. They the last 2 more years on their 2 more years in their career, and it'd be over with. What's the name? Kawhi Leonard and what's his name? The other one, Paul
Yeah,
George.
Kawhi Leonard 32. Yeah, he about to be 31 more. Yeah, he probably be 32 this year. That
Yeah,
Kawhi, yeah, a healthy healthy
yeah,
Kawhi. Yeah,
yeah.
healthy Kawhi. He'll be,
They ain't
but
gonna
yeah,
resign. They ain't gonna resign them. They won't. Their contracts are gonna be coming up, and they're gonna resign them again. They're gonna resign Paul. They're gonna go another direction. They got to. They'd be silly not to. They'd be stupid not to.
no, yeah, oh yeah, they're going the Clippers. They're going, yeah, they lose
Right. You
Paul
see,
George.
see, especially with Kawhi Leonard, because of the fact that's too much money, and then he coming off the bench. You ain't gonna keep doing him like that. See, he don't care. He keep on getting that money. He don't. He like low management. That's the best low management in the world to him. He ain't got no problem with sitting on the bench getting paid.
Well, he started and
Coming
come off the bench. He started and come off the bench sometimes. He tell you one game he did come off the bench. He said, "No, I'm gonna come off the bench." You know what I'm saying?
That's
really
okay. You see that right there. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That right there show you that
he been hurt. He been hurt though.
Well,
Yeah,
that's low management, bro.
low management though. But what did Michael Jordan used to say about that? I don't believe in low management when he was a player. But old Kobe said, I don't believe in
Right.
low management.
Right.
I believe in playing many of the games you're supposed to play, many of the games you were available for.
Right.
Shit.
See, the thing about that, see, what would you do? Okay, like say with a child, what you'll do, you take away their phone to punish them. With a basketball entity, a player, you would take away their pay. Only way you can take away their pay because they get paid even if they hurt. The only way you can take away their pay is to suspend them or bring something against them, bring charges against them like that. But that's the only way you could hurt them is by taking away their pay. Because even if they hurt, they still gonna get paid. Every penny. Not one dime gonna be taken out because they hurt.
Exactly. See, the only way they're gonna change that is if they do something in the future, like they gotta have some clause in their contract. You gotta play this many available games. Can't take no games off if they have that. If they have that in and if they have it in their contract like that in their clause, whatever you know.
And usually, right, you right, because usually with that's stipulated in the clause is usually because you have a history of doing this type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Exactly. See, like I said, we was talking about Russell Westbrook earlier. At least he's doable though. He gonna give you he gonna give you 82 games. If not, if you don't always get 82, he gonna give you 70 guaranteed 70 games, 75 games.
Okay, when you talk about Russell Westbrook like this, understand this. Russell Westbrook ain't giving no more than any other player that can come up out of college can give you the same thing. They can give you that kind of score and everything else. But the thing about Russell Westbrook with that too is also this. He has his inability. His inability is to turn the ball over too much. Another inability is he's not very good shooter like that. So that means okay.
True, but he's doable though. But he's available to play. He's available to play. I know that too.
He's available to take up $40 million of your pay a year, and he's also available to take up 43 minutes of playing time a year.
Exactly.
That 43 ask LA Lakers when I say this right here after I do saying this, and I'm saying ask the LA Lakers, they can tell you this better. That 40 and they ain't got to say the LA Lakers. You can go back to Oklahoma City. That 43 minutes don't mean winning. That he giving you don't add out to winning. It's a lot of product, a lot of turnovers, a lot of rebounds, a lot of points.
Yeah. We talking about that, but I'm talking about
not a lot of winning.
Well, yeah, we talking about I know that, you know what I'm saying, but we talking about we talking about his availability to play. He ain't taking no games off. He ain't trying to play. He ain't trying to take no games off. Talking about as far as he's been available to play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know about the turnovers and stuff like that, but he's available to play. Unlike some of these younger guys. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you because we talk about at least he will show up. Look,
he's gonna show up to play.
Right. Because remind me of this. How much is he making a year?
Well, he on his last contract. His contract is about to be over. He had 47 million this year.
Well, it was
it was more than that. It was more than that, but yeah. He had 47 million, right?
I thought
Is it
it was
47 million?
I guess the 47 with the incentives is like we were talking about the incentives. I knew it was a cold 43. I knew it was for
Oh,
sure
43.
43 or
Okay, okay.
44.
Okay. Maybe it might be that now. Okay,
We
okay.
ain't gonna argue. We ain't gonna argue about a
No, it's
a
all good.
million
Yeah.
there, a million there. We ain't gonna argue.
Yeah, Senator. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Look, hey, look. If I get paid that kind of money, boy, I'll be at work too. I wouldn't care. I'll be hurt. I wouldn't care. I take some pain pills. Yeah,
Oh man.
I turned into a addict. I gotta be well.
Yeah. Well, you never lie, but even even if I was hurt, man, I'm trying to get out there and play. I'm trying to be available, man. I ain't trying to sit on the bench and my team losing. Hell no.
43.
You pay me that
40.
type of money? I want to win. I'm playing every damn game I go. I'm available for.
Real?
Unless they told me I got to sit down. Unless they told me I got to sit down.
Nope.
That's the only way.
Nope. I ain't sitting down. I'm gonna keep playing. Look, if you're gonna pay me $43 million, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I am having fun. This is what you call having fun. They've been telling me
Right.
as a child, go out there and have fun. I'm having fun.
Right.
If you want to pay me for having fun, then I'm gonna keep playing. I'm telling you. I just gotta take more medicine. That's all. Hold on.
Hell yeah, I have the ice up before the game and shit like that. I do whatever I gotta do. Ice up, take a couple of pain pills here and there. Hey, let's go. Shit, let's go. I'll talk to my doctor. Be like, doctor, give me that shot. What shot can you give me something I need for the? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you damn right. I'm be available.
Yeah. But I think Russell Westbrook want to be when it's all said and done. He's gonna be one of the most successful, one of the successful basketball players in the NBA that's been around for a long time, just on talent alone, just on
And
his
it's available.
just on
And it's availability to play.
ability and availability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they can't get mad if you showing up. If you showing up, they can't get mad if you showing up and they still sit your butt on the bench, and that ain't your fault. That's their fault. But if you showing up, look here, if you showing up, they can't get mad. I'm telling you, they can drop you as many times they want to, but they can't get mad if you showing up.
He gonna be. The Lakers did him a favor. He about to be in the playoffs now. The Clippers. He down with the Clippers in what, fifth place, something like that. I look at the standings. So hey, they did him a favor.
How many
Shit.
how many more years you see Russell Westbrook playing in the NBA?
Oh, his durability like that. He stay healthy the way he been doing for the rest of the career. He gonna play another maybe another 3 years at best.
So
He only 34 years. He only 34 years old. So
okay,
you know.
the Clippers picked him up, right?
Yeah, he on the Clippers.
Well, now, why you think the Clippers picked him up like that? Why you think they did that? Why you think they're reasoning for that? Because you think they're just gonna do a whole clearance sale and get rid of Russell Westbrook, that contract? What's his name? All the other two guys too, and the other two guys, all three of them at one time.
John Wall ain't on the team no more.
John Wall,
like that.
and then John Wall too.
Yeah, John Wall, I guess he couldn't stay healthy like he should. He was doing good at first. I don't know. Gonna stay healthy, man.
So
that guy
because I wouldn't understand what possessed the Clippers to pick up what's the LA Lakers? Why would that benefit? How would it benefit with them?
No. Well, it was easy. No, it was easy for Russell Westbrook because he wanted to. First of all, he got a crib in LA. He got a house. He bought a house out there in LA. You know, he don't stay too far from LeBron, but you know, he wanted to stay in LA because he just bought a house out there. So that's understandable. So that made it easy for him to. Plus he cool with Paul George. He played on the same team with Paul George at OKC. So that made it even easier for him to sign with the Clippers.
Listen, we about to pull back up tomorrow.
Okay, so they didn't use his because he got an expired contract.
Yeah, we're gonna pull back up tomorrow.
After this season, his contract is over with, right?
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah.
he got an expired
Yeah, we're gonna
contract.
we're gonna
So a
pull
lot of
back up
people said,
tomorrow.
well, he got an
Can y'all hear
expired
me?
contract. So some people's you know, with a like losing team
Yeah.
or something, to just pick it up just because it's an expired
Hey,
contract.
Uncle Roy, Uncle Roy, I think Frank about to shut it down, man, for the
Yeah.
night. So we gonna come
Yeah.
back. Yeah, bro.
We're gonna
Yeah.
pull back up tomorrow.
All
Peace
right.
and love, man.
Flight Sports TV, man.
All right,
That's
Frank,
my
we
dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.